Good morning, guys. How are you all? I hope everything is cool. Welcome back to Edutainment Trader. Let me know if everything is clear and you can hear me perfectly. We'll go to the price section after a bit. All good. Thank you, Leandro. Hello to you. Hello, fam. Hey, Leandro. How are you, brother? Yes, thank you, brother, for saying that all good. Bang. Good morning, brother. Sound is good. Thank you, brother. Please don't forget to leave the like, thumbs up to the stream. Now, these days, we are getting more viewers actually, kind of 200 viewers. I hope that we are going to grow first slowly, but inshallah, one day we'll grow. Infiltrator, good morning, brother. Zebra sound is good. Thank you, man. How are you all? Are you cool? We'll have to wait actually bit because I don't have anything to say about the chart pre-market analysis at all. So it will take maybe maximum 10 minutes. So we'll have to wait until 9 a.m. for more people to join. Then we'll talk about the price action a bit. Good morning, Rajkumari Rai. How are you, brother? Everything is cool, brother? Good morning, Silva. Where are you from, Silva? Not a very excited day for me. If you Portugal? Oh, you're from Portugal. I didn't know that. Teach me the Portuguese language, ma'am. I need to learn the Portuguese language. I'll be in Portugal next month. I have to learn the Portuguese language. Good morning, Mdolana. How are you, brother? Hey, Kumar. Good morning. Who else is here? 2 more minutes before starting talk about the price action. In this 2 minutes, let me know who is here. And please don't forget to leave the like. I can see RPs is also here. Hey, RP, thanks for boom, penguin, boom, brother. XMAX Chip SX. Good morning, brother. No, Xma Chip Chips X. Xma Chip X. Something like that, maybe, if I'm not wrong. Hey, Jebras, my bias is long. Me too. Narcis. Hello, sir. How are you? Seth is here. Good morning, Seth. Shachin is also here. Good morning, Shachin. Ravi, bro, I spent ages the other day looking for that song, Try Betty Wish. Okay. Wasn't it a good song, brother? I love that song, bro. I really love that song, Betty Wish. He's called it right. Thank you, X Machips X. Hey, it's better for me to call you X, so I'll just call you X. Sam, morning. How are you, Sam? Hey, Michael. How are you, sir? Madhu, Superman. Who was for that, Madhu? I remember you used to play the song a lot. Yes, man. Once upon a time. I love that song. I still love that song, by the way. That's cool, man. The share market has been closed below the standard deviation level. So now what have to think? Buy. No sell is valid. Buy. Until it doesn't prove that this market is bearish, no buy is valid to me. I'll talk about that now. Okay, so it's 9 a.m. your local time, so we'll have to go to the chart. I'm not going to read the comment anymore. If you have the question, you can hold it until I'm not finished. Then I'll ask you if you have any question, let me know. This is the weekly chart for NQZ, and this is the weekly candle so far. Market came until this area. I have to look for the gap which is appeared around this area. You can see here This is the gap from the weekly chart. Now, I'm not saying that it is coming until this gap. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to say that if this market keep falling, maybe it can fall until this weekly bullish fair value gap. Right now, I'm not watching it. It is coming to this gap. I'm not watching at that. I'm all watching that there is a gap. If it keep falling, when it will come here, maybe I'll start to look for buy. If you ask me what is my bias, I'm bullish. As the market is around the all-time high, I have to look for the bull run. I can't look for the bear run. When I'll go to the lower time frame, it will be much more clearer. Right now, from the weekly chart, all I have to predict that what is gonna be the bias for the weekly candle. It is so far a bearish candle. Everyone can think that this is a bearish candle, so it is keep falling. I'm not agree with that. I would love to see that it will fall until a certain level and then it will start to go higher. What can be the certain level? Long time ago we have talked about this, the weekly range 50%, which is here. This is the weekly range 50% from the last week. So it can fall until the 50% from the previous week. So it can start to reverse from this 50% of that weekly range or the previous week range. I'm going to remove it because I have already a lot of line over there. Now this is the daily chart, and from the daily chart, all you can see that this is the daily bullish fair value gap. Right now, this market is trading the low of that bullish fair value gap. So it has traded yesterday to the top of this bullish fair value gap, reacted from there. Now today, market open before even starting this session, okay, the New York session. Why it is important to start the New York session? Because the retail traders or the what to say, I mean the Wall Street trader, they are only allowed to trade from 9:30 to 4:15. That is the time, and that is the time where the hedge fund, the banks, all of them are going to trade. Outside of this area, which is actually called the electronic trading hour, we are trading around this area. And remember that we are not the trader. We are not the trader. We are not going to move the market. Market maker doesn't give a shit to us because we are the guys who has a very small amount of money to invest on this market. So still this market is not open. If you go to the regular trading hour, you will see that this market didn't open yet. So it has closed yesterday 4:14 and it is waiting for the 9:30 to open. Before even the market open, this market has fallen near about 27 handle. So it has fallen a huge fall. Now why this fall happened? There's two reasons. First reason, I would love to look to show you this candle. This is a candle which is inside that candle. So Monday candle was an expansion candle. Tuesday candle was an inside candle. We have talked a lot about this inside candle. If you ever see an inside candle, always expect the expansion. Yesterday was a bit expansion, but not that much. That much was not that much, kind of obvious expansion to me. So this is going to follow the color has been built after the inside candle. So either it should expand or the expansion is going to happen after this candle by seeing the color. If it is a bear color, expansion is going to be bear. If it is a bull color, expansion is going to be a bull. This is kind of a concept. You guys can look about that. There is nothing wrong to look for that. Okay, so please try to look for that if you are interested. So far, it has fallen while it is falling last 3 days it is falling, right? From the daily chart, all you can see after the big run it is falling last 3 days. So brother, I am interested to look for sell, but I'm not interested to look for sell. Why? Because first of all, there is no bearish gap. From the daily chart, there is no bearish gap. Until now, there is no bearish confirmation that market is going to fall. I need some kind of bearish confirmation that is going to tell me that, oh, okay, all-time high has been done. So market is now going to fall. I'm not interested to see that without any kind of bearish confirmation. If there is a bearish confirmation, I'll obviously show you that bearish confirmation. When we will get the bearish confirmation, then we will show that to you. Okay? Until then, we have to wait, and I have to look for the buy only. Right now, I'm watching this daily bullish fair value gap. It can fall a bit more until this low, which is a no wick candle. Now you can say, brother, there is a very small wick. I don't see a wick here, but even though there is a small wick, it doesn't look like to me a very perfect wick here. So it can maximum fall until the low of this wick or that candle, then it will start to go higher again. Anywhere from here, I'm interested to look for buy as the market has traded the low. If it keep falling, then I will try to frame kind of sell below this daily fair value gap until the low of this candle, which is a low probability to me. I'm really not interested to that. But if there is something that is telling me that it is actually going for that low, then maybe I'll frame a sell. But I'm interested only for buy until there is a bearish confirmation. Now, why you are talking like that way? It's a confirmed bearish trend. You really would love to go for the against the trend line or against the trend. No, I'm not going against the trend. The trend is bullish. If all of you are here who knows what is trend, you can simply see that this is a bullish trend. This is just a retracement. How long this retracement going to happen? I have no idea. This is a very strong level. This daily bullish fair value gap is a very strong level. It can start to reverse from there, or maybe it will go until this low and body will close inside this gap, which will confirm that this gap is still holding the market because we did the damage or did the manipulation of this low, where I am going to mark this low. So market actually fall until this low to manipulation for this candle, and then it started to go higher, closed inside this candle. Next day it will start to go higher. It can also happen. So I'm not interested to look for sell if and only if there is a selling opportunity after 9:30 below this gap above this line. Then maybe I'll try to find some kind of sell. The range is kind of here to here is kind of 60 handles. So out of this 60 handle, maybe I'll try to find at least 30 handle, 40 handle, whatever I can get from there. But otherwise, I'm only interested to look for buy. No sell is valid to me. Coming to hourly chart. Oh, by the way, before coming to this hourly chart, I had something to say from this premium week. So that was the premium week, which I am actually trying to study. Yeah, all of you know that I'm trying to study it because market ICT has started to talk about that. So we have seen that it has respected the 50% of that premium week. Then it has traded the high of this premium week. Then it came here, respected the low of that premium week. This market open, trade the high of this premium week here and now respecting from there. Okay, it's a very beautiful scenario or case of scenario to me to see. Of course, you can look for this discount week as well if you want. You can mark the discount week and you can look for any kind of a reaction from that discount week and the premium week. I'm just interested to keep this week over here. It has actually tapped to this high or the upper quadrant of that premium week, then it is going to fall. Is it going to fall for that no wick candle, or is it has fallen until the low of this gap? Now it is going to go higher. It is the most important question, and this question will be clear or will be answered when I will be in hourly chart or the 15-minute chart. Now I'm in 15-minute chart. If you on your left, okay, this is on your left. Do you see any relatively equal lows that is valid for shifting market structure? Sorry, that is valid for marking the liquidity. I don't see any relatively equal lows. I had some relatively equal lows over there. Not a very good relatively equal lows, but some kind of relatively equal lows. But instead of this, I don't have any other relatively equal lows around to this market. The next relatively equal lows is here. Okay, this is the next relatively equal lows here. Here, this is the next relatively equal lows, but it's actually too far. I have some relatively equal lows here as well. You can see this is that relatively equal lows from the hourly chart. It is also too far from the current market. So if you look at the range, which is nearly impossible to come here to here until here, 453 handle. So it has already fallen 300 handle, another 453 handle. I don't think so it is going to happen like that way. So either it will take this low, which is that daily candle low, no wick low, or it will start to reverse from here by trading the last parabolic gap from the hourly chart as well as the daily bullish parabolic gap low. Okay, it will trade this and it will start to go higher if and only if there was some kind of sell side liquidity around this area which was relatively equal lows. Maybe I could look for the sell. As I don't have that, I can't look for the sell. Now talk about the buy side liquidity. Do you have any buy side liquidity? No, I don't have any buy side liquidity. Forget about that buy side liquidity. Instead of that, I don't have any buy side liquidity or relatively equal highs. So why you are looking for buy? Because market is around the all-time high. This is the retracement and it is very clear from the daily chart. It's really so clear that this is just a retracement. not the reversal. It is not keep going to fall for forever. Even though I have a lot of sell side liquidity around that area, but I'm not thinking that it is going to reverse from that random level and it is keep falling. I'm not interested to see that. I'm more interested to see it will start to go higher again and it will trade some specific standard deviation level and then maybe it will fall. I don't know about that. Right now from the hourly chart we have seen that we don't have any sell side liquidity, we don't have any buy side liquidity except of this relatively equal highs or the all time high. We don't have any buy side liquidity as well. As the market is around the all time high, I should look for buy. No sell is valid, but market is clearly falling. Why you are talking about the sell, brother? Sorry, buy, brother. It should be switched to sell, not buy. I would look for that if there is a bearish gap from the daily chart. That bearish gap has been traded. Market started to respect that bearish gap, closed below this low, which has been made. Okay, so for something like here, look at this. Market has built a low from the daily chart. Just look at this scenario. It has made some kind of bearish gap from the daily chart. Trade that bearish gap from the daily chart, closed below the low, which has been made built over here, closed there, then and only then I will start to look for sell. And this all thing has have to happen from the daily chart. If it doesn't happen like that way, every single day I'm bullish. I don't care if this market will keep falling, because even if this is a selling market, I'm able to frame the buy and I'm able to make the profit from this market. Coming from the 15-minute chart, so from the 15-minute chart around here, so first of all I have to show you on my left. Same logic, there is no sell side liquidity. This is the lowest low, and it is actually too far. You know the weekly bullish fair value gap. That is that weekly bullish fair value gap. I don't have any other sell side liquidity. You can clearly see no other sell side liquidity around here. Nothing is over there. Absolutely nothing. So right now this market is trading this area, which is the last fair value gap from the hourly chart. That is that low of that daily candle. If you remember the daily candle, this is that low of the daily candle where there is no wick, a very small wick. Market open and then start to go a very small wick. Okay, I don't look for this type of wick as a wick. So from the daily chart, maybe this is the no wick candle and this market is interested to do the manipulation to that specific daily candle. If it happens, then this market will come until this last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart, and then it will start to reverse. We'll talk about that later. But right now, this market is trading here, which is the perfect area for the hourly last fair value gap. There is no other fair value gap below this hourly last fair value gap. So I'm more interested to see if it can reverse from that area. Okay, what happened actually? Okay, guys, can you hear me? You can hear me, but what happened to my chart? It is okay. Just give me a second. I don't know what happened. You can hear me, right? The internet is full. Yeah, internet is full. There is no problem with the internet. The problem with the chart. Let me check actually it's my internet problem or not. I don't think so it's my internet problem because everything is working. Yeah, it's not my internet problem. Anybody is facing this problem, same problem? Internet is high speed. You can see here 8097 kilobyte per second. It's kind of 8 megabyte right now. It's actually absolutely right now. And every other things is loading. If I go to YouTube, I guess everything will be here. Yeah, everything is loading. So trading is lagging. Okay, if is there anyone who is facing the same problem? I guess now it's okay. I think there was some problem, whatever it is. So I was here actually. This market is right now trading the hourly last parallel gap, and as I told, I don't have any sell side liquidity. I have some buy side liquidity here from 15-minute chart, but it's not my intention to see right now. Would love to see if it can respect this line or this low around the daily bullish fair value gap and start to go higher from there. Okay. So on my right hand side, this is the 15-minute chart. Right now it is trading that area to the low of that daily gap. I'm bullish. I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. If this market keep falling, I'm not interested to touch this market. If and only if after 9:30 there is something very clean below this bullish fair value gap from the daily chart, maybe I'll try to frame a sell until this low of the daily candle. Okay, so it's a range of kind of 60 handle, I guess. Yeah, 60 handle. So out of the 60 handle, I'll try to take some kind of 30, 40, 20 handle, whatever I get. So I will try to look for that. Otherwise, I'm extremely bullish. I'm not interested to look for sell. The 1 minute chart, an overnight big fall can cause the AM session floppy. Okay, AM session difficult price action. It is also possible. By the way, guys, from next Monday, I will start to trade my funded account. I hope, otherwise, I at least will start to trade the challenge account. Right now, I have just 3 funded account. I still need 2 more funded account. But this 2 week, I will go for the paper trade, and I am keeping it for my own journalism. And see all of the trade I have done. I will share this to you guys actually later. This is the loss from yesterday's breaker block. If you remember, I just trailed the stop loss, so took that loss, but actually the breaker block worked perfectly. And that was the day, was the weird day actually. So took 4 losses in a row. There was this loss was intentional. You remember the PM session? I told you that I'm going to show. I just push the button just to show you if the liquidity is not cleared, then you should not go for the trade. And I showed you the PM session execution over there if you were over there. Okay, this was just a mistake. I was trying to take up a screenshot, so it actually executed the order. I immediately closed the trade. So it was not a trade. Here was one loss. There was another day, but I was really happy because the losses are smaller. I mean, not that much actually. There was another big loss day, and there was just 2 very small loss. Okay, 100 and 65 and that is so far I'm trying to do for my own analysis. Started to trade from 12th of September. 12 from 12, you can see 15, 16, 18, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25. So until 25, that was just a very bullshit decision from that breaker block actually yesterday. But so far, that is the trade I am taking for my own journalism, for my own analysis, for my own psychology. I'm doing this for 2 weeks. I have the interest to do that 2 weeks. So until Friday, I will keep doing this shit with my paper trade, and then from the next what's I'm the Monday, I will start to trade to my funded account. Not promise the funded account, but at least the challenge account. So there is a 4 hour parabolic also. I don't use the 4 hour chart, sir. By the way, you guys remember the breaker block around the PM session yesterday? Oh, actually, that was the macro entry. One guy actually asked me, brother, show me the macro trade. Okay, so that I closed the stream just before hitting that 20 handle target. That was the macro entry from the situation. That was the macro entry. That was the breaker block entry over here. And you can see all other macro entry I guess actually removed. So that was the macro entry from the last entry I showed him, that the macro entry. So it actually worked so beautifully and hit the 20 handle. So the same guy, I don't know he's still here or not, but if you guys interested to work with that macro, this is really so beautiful. What happened again? By the way, if anyone has any question, you can ask me, guys. I would love to remind you guys, if any of your bias is bearish, you are looking for sell, please go for that. No need to hold the bias like me. Do your own analysis, make your own bias, and then trade them. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to our channel. As we have some time still, kind of 7 minutes, I would love to talk about this thing a bit. The pin comment, you can see a link here. Just click on that link. It will lead you to the website of the Blue Guardian Futures. It's loading. Okay, actually, so far this is the plan. If it actually provide me that, I don't know, guys. If you click on that link, it will provide you. It will lead you to the Blue Guardian futures. To this Blue Guardian futures, you have 60% discount, and $40 is gonna cost for 50K account. I'm just not sure why it is not loading. I think it's my internet problem or something. I hope it's not going to hurt my. Okay, it actually came here. You have to just mark the standard evaluation 50K account project X. It's gonna cost $40 per month. If you pass it, you don't need to think about the every month pay. There is no more payment, no activation fees, nothing. Your profit target is $3,000. Maximum position 3 contract. Daily loss limit 1250. You can't hit your maximum daily loss limit. That's the only thing you have to remember. Maximum drawdown is $2,500. End of the day, not trailing drawdown. It's end of the day. Payout period 7 days. Activation fees no. You don't need to think about that because you are not going to do that. You have some scaling rules and micro scaling rules also have. Okay, so that is for this one. Every account has the 60% discount. So if you go for 100K, it's gonna cost $77. 150K is gonna cost $114. If you go to the instant guardian, that means no challenge. Instantly you will be funded. For 25K, it's gonna cost $158, which is 60% discount. $238, 60% discount. All of these are 60% discount, and you can look at the things over here. I will ask you if anyone is interested about that. Make sure that you have clicked on that link and use the code FALL, FALL here. The FALL FALL is the code. You will be able to get the 60% discount for Blue Guardian features. Hey Sujivan, good morning, brother. There is a 15 minutes CB, and I think if it becomes inverse, then it would act like a confirmation for bull move. Of course, it can happen. I am seeing that bearish gap as well, but if you look for the bearish gap, you can't think about the buy setup because there is a lot of bearish gap. Kevin B, if I'm not wrong, you'll be able to have 450K. That means if you use 50K account, then you'll be able to use almost 9 account. Okay, so almost 9 account, if I'm not mistaken. How 1 minute to go? There is going to be a huge opening gap. I'm not going to mark the opening gap. If any of you are interested to mark the opening gap, you are good to go, but I'm not going to mark the opening gap. If this low is taken, this breaker block is invalid. It's not valid anymore. So this whole setup is invalidated. Not only you, Marcus, I also hate this type of days when the open is something like that. I hate this type of days, brother. I think you and me are the same way or same street. We don't like this type of opening. But nothing to do, man. I'd love to show you something. The trader, they are seeing that. Just look, think about that. This is a bearish market. Market open here. Gap up, sorry, gap down. This is the gap from yesterday. Okay, so this is the gap from not yesterday, I think some days ago. That gap was open here. It is going to fill that 100% that gap, the opening gap. Okay, from I guess it's from Thursday, 18th of September. Don't you think that it's a bearish if you are a trader and if you see that this is a bearish market? Market opened here, gap down around this area, and the candle is also bearish. What did you think? Aren't you thinking that this is a bearish market? You wouldn't try to catch the run, catch because it is bearish. First of all, market is bearish, gapped up, gapped down here. Didn't you think that this is a bearish market? If I were you, I would think like that way. That oh, okay, this is a very beautiful bearish market. So take the sell, take the sell, take the sell. I want to see it will start to go high. Just before going ahead, if we take this low which has been created here, that would be the best case of scenario. If any of you are interested to take the sell from this gap, please go for it. I'm not taking the sell from this gap. I'm not interested to take the sell yet. Let's look at the volatility. Awesome, awesome volatility. It can do that, brother. This is that no wick candle from the daily chart. This is that low of that no wick candle. It can actually came until the low of this no wick candle. Then it can start to go higher as well. It can do that as well. But I'll see if there is a bullish opportunity. T2 fair value gap. What did you say, Ravi? First presented fair. Oh, okay. I forgot to about the first presented gap. As I'm working with the 22 YT model, I actually forgot the first presented gap. To be honest, that is the first presented gap according to me. Please don't make confusion, any kind of confusion. That is the first presented gap. Stop loss has to be above this high, at least above that high. If it is more than 25 handle, then you have to go maximum to 25 handle. And your target is going to be 25 handle as well, wherever the 25 handle, that is the 25 handle. So first presented gap worked perfectly. So that is that no wick candle that has been cleared. So it has built a wick here now. If you go to the daily chart, this is that no wick candle. So it has built the kind of what to say, I mean the wick now. It has then possibility to build the wick. I would love to mark the discount wick quadrant level, see the reaction. It has finally built a wick of that no wick candle. Whoever is interested to take the sell, go for that. Get your boom. Just a weekly correction. I don't see bullish anymore. Trend is friend. Let's go for the trend is friend, brother. I am bullish, unfortunately. You have to pay for that, Harish. You have to pay $7 for getting the trading view. I mean, this Nasdaq chart, the real data. If you search NQZ 2025 here, just write it down like this way: NQZ 2025, and it will show you here. If you click on that, it will bring you here to this chart. But unfortunately, it will be a delayed data. So here you can see it's green. You will see over there a D over there. Okay, so it's a delayed data. You have to pay for that data. If you have a funded account, okay, or the challenge account, maybe you have the challenge account with take profit trader, then you will be able to get the data for free. You don't need to pay for the data. Hey Blum, good morning. Everyone is correlated today. I'm going to remove this line. That's the low of that daily week. So I don't need this one because it has already went below that week. So I don't need that line as well. Not anymore. Remember, if there is a bear candle, okay, I'm not going to take this trade, but I'm just saying if there is a bear candle, kind of this type of candle, this type of candle, this type of candle, not like this type of candle. If there is a bear candle and the very next candle close above that bear candle, this is the best order block ever. Just not going to take it, but I'm just telling you, okay, some kind of candle, this type of candle, tapped here, closed there, and this type of candle, that is gonna be the best order block. I will only go for the 22 YT model. So market tapped to the last fair value from the 15-minute chart, upper quadrant to the discount week from the daily chart, test area for reversal. Okay, Janichu, I really didn't know that. I'm only interested to work with the price action. So according to the price action, according to the ICT himself, it should be bullish. There is no sell. So I will only would love to hold that thing. So whenever it is bearish, I'm also interested to take the buy, and I know that if I follow the rules, I will get the boom every single day. If I follow the rules, every rules. For example, this candle, see, if this candle close one tick above this high, this is gonna be the best order block so far. Maybe this candle is going to close below this candle, then this is going to be the perfect order block. All I need another body close above this candle. But so far, this is the best order block. There is nothing that is better than this order block. All I need to see if the body can close above that high. So far, until another body close below this candle. From 15 minutes at all I can see that market opened, keep falling. This is the market if you want. This can't be the order block. I have to see both of these consecutive order block because this is an indecisive candle. I don't believe in this type of indecisive candle. Indecisive candle. So this is still my best order block. I'm not going to take the order block trade if it builds. That means if the candle close one tick above this line and then tap to this line, that is the best order block ever. Stop loss has to be below this order block, to tick below this order block. Okay, like here I'm going to use this consecutive breaker block or order block, and you can hold the trade maybe until this area or until this last parallel gap over here after clearing some partial wherever you want. Just observe it, don't push the button, just observe it. Just wait for this candle close above this line. This is the best order block. It has closed above this line. See, there is nothing better than this beautiful order block. Nothing is better than this beautiful order block. That should be the entry. Mark the partial, okay, around 20 handle. Just randomly mark the partial around 20 handle. I'm not taking this. I will only go for the 22 item, and you can hold the trade until here, wherever you want. As it came until this area, I would love to mark another line around this area because that is the opening of that water block. It is valid for to mark an water block. So this whole zone is the water block. As a hindsight, I marked the open, but I have to take the entry from this water block. Just look at this. I'm not taking this trade because I will only go for 22 white model. No other model I'm going to use. I'm trying to show you the beauty of the water block, just the beauty of the water block. Aziz Kaita, after 388, look for buy. Before that I will not. Okay, sure, man. I'm just trying to show you the beauty of the price action. That's all. The PTRS. But I'm not asking you to go for the trade. Yesterday you have seen that I have pushed the button from the water block. That is the same logic. I pushed the button here. I mean, this water block and that water block are the same. This is the beauty of the water block. I'm not pushing the button because I will only go for the 22 white model. See this partial, 20 handle partial? That should be the partial. And you can hold your trade until this last fair value gap. This is the beauty of the water block. Okay. I will only go for 22 YT model. That's why I'm not taking the trade from the word. Look at this water block. I explained why that was the water block. Took the entry here, take the 52 handle partial, got stripped out around 48 handle. Actually, my target was this line. That was my target. Before that, that was the same kind of water block, but took a 9 handle loss. So sometimes shit happens, right? So took a 9 handle loss. Same logic of the water block. Took the entry. That was the target. I trailed the stop loss too fast, so got stripped out. Where did it came? Last fair value gap. 50-minute last fair value gap. Upper quadrant of the daily discount week. Closed above the order block. Came back again. Tapped to the upper quadrant of the daily discount week. Boom. How much it has provided you so far? 46 handle. Hold it until this area. I don't know if any of you are on this trade or not, but yeah, as I'm working with 22 IT model, I will only go for the 22 IT model. No other trade is valid to me. I am not going to push any other order block entry. That entry I pushed because yesterday lunch hour first I was not controlling myself. I was not able to control myself. I pushed the button depending on that order block around the lunch hour. So inside that lunch hour, I took another entry from the order block. And this is the same logic from this order block. Absolutely the same logic. I will only go for the 22 IT model. If there is 22 IT model, I'll go for that. If no, I'm not going to take the trade. Okay. Best order block. Yeah, I call like that way. It's not hindsight. I clearly told that if the body can close one tick above this line, this is the best order block. Not this one. You can say that, brother, this is the order block. It has traded that on. I don't believe in that shit. You can use this as a consecutive order block, but this is the order block. If both of these candles like this, no, I wouldn't go for this order block. But as this is so beautiful, this is the best order block. There can be nothing comparing with this order block. Ahbab trades. I am. What you are, brother? TB done 30 handle. Wow. Congratulations, brother, for a 30 handle. Marquis. I know that Marquis was in this trade because he's the king of the water block. I appreciate it, man. Ravi, J Mark. Okay. I think he was selling the listen to Samshi blessed. Best water block. Yeah, it's not hindsight, by the way. Thank you, Drake, for boom. Why are you in this trade? Jamie, thanks for that boom, man. I just told that I'm not taking this trade because I'm trying to take only 22 IT model. No other setup is valid to me, but I'm showing you these things. And I showed you yesterday's PM session so that you can understand that I'm not afraid to push the button. I'm just not pushing the button because I'm waiting for 22 IT model as I'm working with the 22 IT model. Thank you, Blum, for that boom. I am in this trade. Oh, Ahbab, you are in this trade. That's cool, man. Make sure that you have taken the partial. If you didn't take the partial, man, you are gambling. Sir, একটি question ছিল. Can you please ask the question, brother? Adu Moni, thank you for that boom. Yes, to full TP. Congratulations, brother, for your boom. What is your opinion on previous 2 days? What type of opinion you are asking, brother? Azam দিয়েছে। News in 6 minutes. I believe it's a medium impact news, so that news doesn't have any value to me. I hope it will be very simple news. Very simple, something like that. You can see there is a small volume imbalance. Okay, if no, there is no volume imbalance actually. My mistake. So it actually came out in the entry gap, then tap to the last parallel gap. But of course, I was interested to see it will trade the last parallel gap. It's okay. After that, I will buy. Sure, Aziz. Of course, ma'am. Hey, Sachin. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are new. Don't forget to leave the like button, the thumbs up button. Please frame the same trade. Congratulations, Sachin. You are learning, brother. I'm learning. You are learning. We all are learning. I'm happy that you framed the same setup, brother. Ah, Ravi, you are asking him Tendulkar, Sachin Tendulkar. There is 22 YT model. I'll go for the trade. No 22 YT model. I will not take the trade. I'm not looking for sell, brother. So the question you have asked me, I have no idea why people looking for sell. So they knows the reason why they're looking for sell. I'm not looking for sell, so I have no answer for your question, brother, because I have no idea why people are looking for sell. I think there is a volume imbalance here or there. It has perfectly traded the entry gap. So this is the entry gap that has been traded by this area. So just didn't reach until the last gap. So this is the reaction from the entry gap, sent the market lower. If there is a low, high, lower low, I will be able to find my breaker block as well. Are you watching cricket? I'm doing this live streaming, brother. Today, Bangladesh versus Pakistan match coming up. I'm just doing the live streaming, so I'm not watching the cricket right now. But Profram has $40 accounts with the code FALL. Just go to the pin comment, right? In the chat, there is the pin comment. Click on the link. It will bring you here, Blue Guardian Futures. You have to choose standard deviation, standard evaluation, 50K account, project X, $40, and you will be able to see all the requirement here. but this is the project X. The platform you will be able to trade is project X. Please make sure that you have put the link, put the button on the link. Macro trade is coming. I'm not doing the macro trade, Kuba. You know that. Yesterday, one guy just asked me, so I showed you that trade. That's all. But I'm not doing the macro trade. And if you're looking for the macro, for example, this macro is not valid. That's for sure. Because we have a news around 10 a.m. If you have a news around 10, that macro entry is not valid. Yes, trader Luffy, I know that. But unfortunately, I'm not working with the first presented gap as well. I'm only working with 22 YT models. So I will only go with the 22 YT model. Without that, I'm not going to take any other trades. Just the 22 YT model. ICT said NQ September 17th discount daily week. Pay attention. I have already marked that, brother. If you, I think before ICT himself, I have marked that. I think we are talking about the same candle. Yeah. So that is the upper quadrant. That is the upper quadrant of that daily week. This is the 50% of that daily week, and this is the lower quadrant of that daily week. Right now, it is trading the upper quadrant of that daily week. So I think we are watching the same thing, if I'm not wrong. We have watched that premium week as well, respected perfectly over here, came until here. No weak candle. If it go higher now, it will have a week here. Kind of no week will happen week manipulation. I have also the 15-minute last fair value gap around that same area. You can see this is that 15-minute last fair value gap. 15-minute last fair value gap. There is no other fair value gap below this fair value gap. So I have the 15-minute last fair value gap as well. That gap. So we'll see if it can reverse exactly from there. This is a swing high which is valid for shifting market structure to me. If this high is been shifted, I will try to look for a buying opportunity from that area. trader setup কেমন? I don't know what is MMXM setup because I don't study the MMXM. It's difficult to me. I don't trade the MMXM, brother. But you can try it because ICT told it is one of the best model he has introduced. But it's difficult for me, so I don't actually work with the 22. I'm sorry, MMXM. I look for the SMT, brother. Right now, I'm not interested for the SMT, and I don't have the SMT either way. SMT is just an confirmation. That means if you are looking for a buy here, you have to have the SMT. No, if there is an SMT, that's good for you. But it doesn't need the SMT. I mean, it doesn't have to have there. Check. SMT is good. If you have that, it's an extra confirmation. But you doesn't need to have the SMT. By the way, this upper quadrant is still holding the market. Happy to see that. MMXM is shit and never works. No good rules. I have no comment for MMXM. It's difficult for me. I can't do that. I don't do that. So it's actually difficult. So difficult for me. So finally, I'm going to get my market structure shift. I hope so. Yeah, I got the market structure shift actually. All I need a fair value, not market structure. Yeah, market structure shift is over there. If there is a fair value gap, I'll try to take the buy. I'm not asking any of you to go for the trade, but I need a gap. Even if there is one tick gap, I'll take that run. I mean that entry. Even if there is one tick gap, bullish gap, I'll take the buy. Liquidity taken. This low has cleared the liquidity, so I have to cover that low. I know that, but Finally, I found the best 22 item model. All I need a fair value gap, immediate reaction. 15th daily BC, you will see price bounced off exactly the low quadrant. I will do that. Sujivan, just give me a second because I am waiting for a setup. Okay, so I will do that actually after pushing the button. I repeat, this is the best setup ever. Market has cleared the liquidity, traded the higher time frame PDRA, upper quadrant, fair value gap. Now, if it doesn't give me the entry, that's my bad luck. But I have found my opportunity already. So here to here, this is the gap. I have to take the entry here. Wow. Now it's 33 handle. What can I do that? Now stop loss is not supporting my idea. What can I do? Man, come on. The best idea, but yeah, I'm not going to take it just because the stop loss is not going to support my idea. Okay. If any of you are interested to take it, just you can take it. My stop loss is not supporting my idea. I'm not taking this trade. That should be the first partial. It should be the first partial, and you can hold the trade until the 50% of this first presented fair value gap. You can do that. I'm not taking it because the stop loss is not supporting my idea. Remember, this is the best 22 IT model. I'm not just pushing the button because my stop loss is not supporting me. Okay, so far it has provided you 27 handle, 26 handle. Just if I were in this trade, for example, I would take my partial over here. All you can do is you can take a partial around 25 handle if you have taken that trade. You can take the partial around 25 handle and you can put your stop loss to the break even, or you can just hold the trade until for the first partial around the last parallel gap. That is the most perfect area this market can reach, then reverse. It can do that. But remember, this is the best. There is nothing can more beautiful than this setup, than this 22 YT model. I didn't push the button because my stop loss was not supporting to me. I could do this type of things, but if I got stopped out here, you would start to judge me. But I know that if I took this type of setup and got stopped out, I have to look for this low only. Until this low is not cleared and it has closed above this high, I'm able to take re-entry over there. So I didn't want to do that in front of you because you judge so fast. That's why I didn't push the button. This is the best 22 IT model. That should be the partial. Even if you don't want to take the partial around 25 handle, that has to be the partial. That has to be the partial. It has to be the partial. It's 42 handle, not a small amount of money. Okay, 42 handle. Best 22 item model. I don't know how can I show you more beauty of the 22 item model. I have no idea, brother. So now your stop loss, I don't know. Is there anyone who is in this trade? Then I will talk about the stop loss. Otherwise, I will not talk about that because I didn't take the entry because of the stop loss. You know that. I'm just trying to show you the best setup. The rest is your decision because uh, my job is to show you the best model. If it support your stop loss, take that trade. If it doesn't support, like other YouTubers will be able to show you this, right? They will put their stop loss over there or maybe a bit lower, and then they will show you the run until 75 handle. They will take the screenshot or some. I don't know what they will do, but I'm not interested to show you this type of big stop loss. So I have to do either take the entry here, put the stop loss there. If I get stopped out, I have to take the re-entry. That's all. Hey team, you are in this trade. There was sniper entry at 24430. Hey Pradeep, thank you brother for confirming that. I believe later Baragan will confirm also that. Bro, I have a question. Is it the best 22 IT model? Someone please reply, Ahbab. Please, someone, anyone, please reply him. I don't. Oh man, let's laugh sometimes, okay, brother? Let's laugh sometimes. To be honest, man. By the way, you can hold your trade as long as you want, but I prefer to hold the trade until the constant encroachment of this first presented gap. Okay, that's the best area to hold the trade. But if you want, you can hold the trade as long as you want. Someone please reply him. Yeah, the question is the best question ever I have heard, brother. I took the trade with 2NQ in my funded account. I took partial and move stop loss to the break. No, you can't put your stop loss to the break even. You have to cover this gap, just this gap. You can't put your stop loss to the break even. I don't care it will hit you, stop you out or not, but this gap low, that means this candle low, look at this low. Your stop loss has to be here. I don't care you will judge me or not, but your stop loss has to be there. You can't put your stop loss to the break even. It's if it break this gap, it will keep falling. You will get stopped out to the break even 100%. It will happen. I don't prefer to put the stop loss. I don't want to lose this amount of money. Kind of seven handle. I don't want to lose them. Just my opinion, brother. By the way, are you comedy us? Okay, that's a good reply, Shachin. Well, thanks, brother. Most welcome. You are in this trade. If any can see my comment, take the sell until 24190. Okay, Surayandrish. Okay, Surayandrish told that if any can see my comment, take the sell. He told to take the sell. Okay, so if you want to take the sell, I really appreciate that. I'm not interested. That should be the target. Okay, that should be the target. If you want to hold it, I have no problem. You can hold it until to this liquidity level. You can see there is clean highs over here. Look at this clean highs, a very nice clean highs. You can hold the trade until this area. I pro i i i support until the 50% of this first presented gap. I support that, but of course you can hold until that clean highs if you want by trailing the stop loss. Boom, Marcus, you are in this trade, guys. I really would love to see the some boom over here to the chat box, please. Show me some boom, man. Come on. If I say this is the best 22 IT model, you have to believe me. Thank you, Plum, for that boom. Marquis, thank you for the boom, man. Okay, Nabin, thank you, man, for the boom. Abdumoni, thank you so much, brother. Glenn, thank you for the boom. Look at the beauty of this setup, man. This is the best setup ever. Ever. Best setup, man. Thank you, Nabin, for that big boom, man. Abab, thank you so much, brother. I was kidding, Abab, you are here. You know that when this setup appeared, I told that this is the best. Thousand times I called this setup. So I know you are joking. I was also joking with you, brother. The Marquis, best 22 ICT model. Absolutely, Marquis. That's the thing, man. If you are green, just enjoy wizard reading and put the chart away. Plenty boom, penguin boom. That's a good suggestion, Ravi. If you have already got the boom, stay away from your chart. Okay, it's time to just to enjoy the price action. This is the time to enjoy the price action. Otaku, thank you for that boom, man. M Bang, thanks for that penguin, brother. GT Hamilton, thank you for that boom, brother. Tamimi, we have seen the boom, and now it's time to boom that like button into oblivion. Thank you, brother. Yeah, guys, you can push the like button if you want. NQ Slayer, partial taken at first presented fair value gap, holding remain contract until those clean highs. Congratulations, brother. You have got a big partial actually. I prefer to take the partial to this last fair value gap and would love to close the trade at the 50% of that first presented gap. But you know that this is a bullish market, so finally this market is not only going to take clean highs here, It has the clean highs here. It is also going to take these highs and it will keep going higher. So if you want to hold the trade for so long, I have nothing to say. You see there, buy side liquidity, then there clean highs. All of these buy side liquidities are waiting to be tagged. So how long you would love to hold the trade, it's up to you. But for me, the most obvious line is the first presented gap 50%. That is the most obvious line. But of course, you can hold the trade as long as you want. And until here, it's 75 handle, brother. Jerry Pointer, thank you for that boom. Lucky Star, can you provide an entry to jump back in if possible? Lucky Star, no entry is valid right now. Without manipulation, no trade is valid. It has to do some kind of manipulation. It had to do some kind of manipulation. So guys, you have learned that how to frame a setup. It was a very bearish day, right? This market maybe will keep falling. I don't give a shit. All I care, did I get my opportunity? Yes, I got. Both from the order block, both from the 22 YT model. No need to take the entry from the order block. Use the 22 YT model, and I believe that it will make you the most profitable because this is the best beauty of the market. Okay, the best beauty of the market. But like I said, I'll be here. So until the next opportunity, I'll try to keep looking for an opportunity, brother. Why you expected it to go higher? Because this is all time high. You can't look for the sell. So from the daily chart, what did I say? This is the daily bullish fair value gap. I'm interested to see that it will reverse from the low of the daily bullish fair value gap. If it is interested to fall, then it can fall for that no wick candle. Everything was over there. Maybe there is an opportunity to take a sell until the low of that no wick candle. If I find something, I'll go for that. I was not feeling good to take the sell, so I didn't take the sell. I was looking for the buy. After clearing this low, or the daily no wick candle, I clearly told that everything was over there. You can check it. If it cleared that low, it will go until the 15-minute last fair value gap. This is the 15-minute last fair value gap. You can check it. At the beginning I told that if it take that low, daily week low, maybe it will fall until this last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. I will start to look for buy. At the same time, I have marked that discount week quadrant level. That is the discount week. I marked the quadrant level and it tapped actually high of that quadrant level, upper quadrant, and now it is reacting from the upper quadrant. So I was bullish always. I was never been bearish, but the fall, I had either I could go for that sell, but it was risky to me, so I didn't take the sell. It was much more easier to take the buy from most logical level first. 50-minute last fair value gap, no wick candle, daily candle, below that no wick daily bullish candle, upper quadrant of that discount fair value gap, the beauty, come back from the entry gap, reaction. This is called the reaction. Entry gap reaction, send the market here until the upper quadrant, give me the opportunity to enter from the 22 YT model. Boom. I would love to see today's daily candle is going to close above the 50% of this daily bullish fair value gap. So all you will be able to see from the daily chart, there is a wick, long wick. Came until here, there will be a long wick. I would love to see a body close above this line. At the same time, I showed you something else. You can't forget that as well. It is very important for all of you. This is the regular trading hour. Wall Street people are seeing that this market is a bearish market. Look, there is a bearish market. Yesterday market closed here. So Wall Street people are seeing that market gapped down, right? Gapped down. After gapping it down, it is falling. So take sell, take sell, take sell, take sell. Chase the market, chase the market, chase the market. This market will fall until some area, then it will start to go higher. All of the sellers stopped out to make them stopped out. That was another logic. Here was a gap. I wanted to see this gap is going to be filled, and more importantly, this last parallel gap. Is that clear, Abab? I talk too much, I know that, but you have to tell me that is it clear to you or not? Bad week for top step and apex this week. Bad week for top step and apex this week. Oh yeah, I understand now. It is bad week for top step and apex. Okay. Tim, thank you for that boom. Passed my eval on that trade. Tim, I would love to request you, brother, hold that funded account until you don't have five funded account. Hold that funded account. I repeat, hold that funded account until you don't have five funded account. When you will have five funded account, then start to be full-time funded account trader. Until then, hold it. Don't trade that funded account. Just took one micro contract entry or something like that to keep that alive. Something like that. Okay. Done for the day. Now just sitting back and enjoying price action. Congratulations, NQ Slayer. How many of you are green? Done with that account until end of day? Lol. Okay. Congrats, team. Okay, thank you, brother. Matthew, bad week for me too. Hey, Matthew, sorry for that, brother. By the way, Matthew, when you told at the beginning trend is your friend, remember what did I say? I told you something yesterday and you just did something wrong today. So I was not expecting that at least from you, brother. But yeah, it is okay. All we are learning. That's all, brother. Congrats, team. Above, yes, that's clear. I'm watching all of your videos, understanding a lot. Thank for sharing your knowledge. You're most welcome, Above. It was falling. I was not getting depressed. Oh man, it is falling. It is falling. I'm missing everything. No, I'm not missing anything. I know that I'm not missing anything. I'll get an opportunity. I will get an opportunity. That I knew that. It is a bearish market. Now this will keep falling. I don't care because I was looking for a buy. I have got the buy. Simple. Yeah, I mean, team, I just mean to say, try to make five funded account and then go with them by flipping one or another. Okay, you got one winning trade in a one funded account, switch it to next funded account. You took two losses in that funded account, switch it to next funded account. You got another two loss from to this funded account, switch it to another account. Got one winning, switch it to another account, then come back again to the first account again. Do that like that way. If you blow three of your funded account, you will get two payout from two funded account, and that two payout will help you to make another 10 funded account. That is the way to be to make some money from trading. 90% of the people, they think that I have now a funded account, let's make the money from that funded account. They put all of their pressure on that one account and they blow it. Very rarely they can make the money. Most probably, most of the time they will blow that account. Sorry for those with bad weeks. Done revenge trade for or up the contracts to make it back. Don't. Oh, okay. Don't revenge trade or up the contract to make it back. Thank you, Marcus, for that nice advice, brother. বাট টেক প্রফিট ট্রেডার ফান্ডেড নিলে 30 দিনের মধ্যে পাস করা লাগবে, নাইলে তো ওইটা অফ করে দিবে। তো আমি পাঁচটা ম্যানেজ করতে করতে আগেটা I'm talking about the funded account trader Luffy. I'm talking about the funded account. So if you have the funded account, you don't have to worry about the time. There is no time limit. All you have to do every week, you have to put one time. Okay, a trade. You have to place one trade to the account. If you do that and it takes 1 year to get the payout, don't know you don't need to worry about that. If you I'm not talking about the challenge account, I'm talking about the funded account. Funded account has no time limit. That's the plan. I agree. Thank you, team, for understanding, brother. I'm waiting for another opportunity actually. If there is a see, can I remove all of these things, guys? Anybody has any question about here? If you don't have, then I would love to remove it. But before that, next entry is opportunities. I would love to ask you guys to push the like button. 164 people are watching, 63 people are watching, 54 likes. I am not agree with that, man. I'm giving you my time for free. Why don't you push the like button? Can you please push the like button, please? Please do that. And if you have any question, let me know. Otherwise, I will just remove everything because I have to talk about the next entry. No, you have to pass the challenge account by anyhow. Like one trade per week apex. Just one trade. You all you have to do per week you have to push one time the button. That's all. Don't chase the market. Don't chase the market. Thank you, team. Thank you, man. Write the one from 484 to 581. Write that one from 484. Um, I think you were talking that you took an entry over there, brother. Is that? Let's bomb that like button, guys. Please do that. By the way, guys, if you are looking for sell, please keep looking for the sell. Okay, don't change your bias because I'm looking for the buy. Don't change your bias. Wait for your selling opportunity. Okay, and I don't know where do you find the selling opportunity. If you find something, go for that sell. My bias is not bearish. I'm not looking for sell. Hit that like button, everyone. Thank you, brother. Please do that so that it's 18 a.m. reversal. You can say whatever you want to say. All I'm interested to say, it's a bullish market. So it is going to reverse from the very beautiful period. And this one. But we can say whatever we want, right? MMXM, accumulation, expansion, or maybe unicorn model, or maybe inverse parabolic gap entry, whatever you would love to say, you can say. All I'm going to say, this market has fallen after opening the 930. It's a Judas swing. Market came until a very certain PT area, which is 15-minute last parallel gap. Upper quadrant of the discount week gave me 22 IT model. Boom, market went higher. I have buy side liquidity which has been cleared here. I have the next buy side liquidity there, then there, then there. I have a lot of buy side liquidity over there. I will wait for the next opportunity. That's all. Archana, you have to look for the NQ chart. If NQ has provided you that, you can simply blindly push the button from the MNQ chart. You don't need the MNQ chart to show you the setup. I really don't want to see this highest buy side liquidity is going to be cleared. I don't want to see that. If you do that, I will miss another opportunity. So I would love to see that it will fall a bit, it will make another setup here somewhere, then it will take that buy side liquidity. That would be the best case of scenario. I really would love to see that. Thank you, Archana. NQ chart is the chart where you are going to get the precise, perfect, no manipulative price or the no price action. MNQ chart and US 100 chart, NAS 100 chart, they're the same manipulative market. That price action, this price action has a lot of difference. Here, this market works with tick by tick. MNQ chart, no. So if you would love to take the entry here, for example, you would love to take the entry here and you would love to put your stop loss below this low, and this is your entry from MNQ chart. Your stop loss has to be below this low, not exactly below this low, a bit more of this low. You have to give the area because MNQ chart is manipulative market. The the price you are seeing in MNQ is not the right price action. So the real price action you will be able to find from NQ chart, not NQ1, not MNQ, not anything else. NQ chart. MNQ, sorry, NQ1 chart is also good because that is the running contract. But still, I believe in on NQ this chart only, NQZ 2025, because that is the exact price Wall Street people are watching. This price they are watching, not MNQ, not NQ1. This is the price they are watching. This is same for everyone. Guys, ask me the question because I am waiting for the next opportunity. So in the meantime, you guys please ask me the question or do something, write down something, do something else on the chat box. Let me know something. I can't keep talking about this price action. All I can do, like other YouTuber, I can keep talking about this area. That's all I can do. But I don't like to do that. I would love to wait for the next opportunity, how the market is going to work. This is now a bullish. You can't chase the market. You can't buy at the top. You can't do that. You have to buy at the bottom. Like here, the buy has to be at the beginning of the run. If you ask me, I want to see that this is the gap that should not be touched. So let me actually write it. Market should not touch this gap. Can it touch it? Of course it can do that. Even if it do that, it should not close below the 50% of this gap. It should be unfilled. That is the sign I'm extremely bullish. It has to leave the gap open. The best is not, I repeat, okay, later please don't mock me. The best is not to touch this gap. That is the best. Even if it touch it, it should not close below this constant encroachment of this gap. Even if it close below this constant encroachment of this gap, it has to leave some portion of this gap open. This is called the sign that I'm extremely bullish. I'm happy that it didn't come to this last fair breakup. From 1 minute chat, I was talking over there actually. I don't want to see this liquidity is going to be taken, because if it is taken, I will miss a lot of opportunity, because that open is with the 15-minute bearish last fair value gap. So last fair value gap can give me the reaction and I will miss the opportunity to take the buy. I'm going to remove the first presented gap. Now there is a 15-minute market structure shift. If the market retraces to breaker, we can expect a setup there in 1 minute chart. That's cool, brother. I don't look for the 15-minute market structure shift. Market structure shift is important for me to the specific time frame where I'm going to push the button. Otherwise, you will mix the things up. Okay. So it's my advice. Don't look for the market structure shift from the higher time frame. Don't do that. It's just my opinion, my advice. Rest is your choice, of course, always. When price is fake buying or selling. When price is fake buying or selling. When price is fake buying or selling. What do you mean by that? When price is fake buying or selling. I really didn't get it, brother. Time to smoke. Come on, baby, you're not Friday night. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I'm there, baby. I know what you come tonight. Chichu, if you get a MSS now, will you take a buy? What is your buy side liquidity? First, I need the manipulation. So any kind of swing low has to be clear. If any kind of swing low is been cleared, then there is a buying opportunity. I'll take that buy. I have the buy side liquidity here, which is with the last five lookup from the 15-minute chart. I have the buy side liquidity here. I have a lot of buy side liquidity there, huge buy side liquidity here, and finally thousands of the buy side liquidity there, all-time highs here, which is the clean highs around this area. I have thousands of the thousands of the thousands of the thousands buy side liquidity. But all I need first, liquidity taken. Any kind of swing low has to be cleared first. Without that, if it keep going higher, I'll let him go. I'm not going to touch it. So what will be your area of interest in higher time frame for next setup? See this big green box? Did you see this big green box? This is my higher time frame over here. I don't need any other high time frame. I have the high time frame already. And the market is above the constant encroachment of that big green box. What is that big green box? This is the last, sorry, not last, daily bullish fair value gap. This market came until the daily bullish fair value gap constant encroachment. Any kind of buying setup from there is valid to me to take the buy if I would love to use the higher time frame. This is my higher time frame. Oh, I was in 1 minute. Sorry. Did you just hear time to smoke? Did I just hear time to smoke? Smoking is injurious to health. Please don't smoke at home. Go outside and smoke there. When high time frame point of interest and lower time frame is not point of interest, then what should do? When high time frame point of interest and lower time frame is not point of interest, then what should I do? Why I'm not getting your comments? Uh, in which condition? In which condition price is fake buying or selling? Depends on the price action, brother. At the beginning, I told you that this is the fake selling. This is the fake selling because of the condition. I explained why it is the fake selling. So it depends on the condition, brother. And now the question you have asked me again, I didn't get that question. My English is very bad, Raskumar Rai. Sorry, brother. Uh, if you can expand it a bit, maybe it will be easier for me to understand. Trying to understand if NQ give us entry and MNQ doesn't, still can I take entry on in absolutely, please, sister. If NQ has given you the trade or entries, you are good to go for the trade in MNQ. All you have to look for example, MNQ has given you a setup, but NQ didn't. Don't go for that trade. Okay, for clearing these things. MNQ, there is the best 22 IT model, but in NQ, no 22 IT model. That's not good. That's not good, or like forcing market, something like that. Not the good one. Don't take that trade in MNQ. But NQ has given you the setup. MNQ didn't. Go for the trade in MNQ. I hope you got my point, sister. And don't panic. I mean, if you missed it, no worries. Okay, one bus has gone, no worries. The next bus is waiting for you. It will come. The target is 24674 in NQ. 24674 in NQ. What do you have over there? 24674. What do you have over there? Hmm. All this rally is only noise. Wait for real crash. You will be amazed. Okay, so I think brother you are waiting for a selling opportunity. Let us know when the sell is over there and you have pushed the button. Let us know. We'll celebrate the boom. Okay. I'm not bearish, so I'm not going to take the sell. I'm bullish, so I will only look for the buy. I hope it will fall with you and you will be able to get your boom. And those people who are waiting for the sell, please take the sell wherever you find the opportunity. Still now no manipulation. No manipulation, no trade. Remember that. If I miss the trade, I don't care. But I need the manipulation. Remember here the manipulation. I need the manipulation. Swing low, at least the swing low has to be cleared. Look, this is a swing low, this is a swing low, this is a swing low. None of them has been cleared. Not even in NQ, not even in ES. So no trade is valid yet for me. It has to clear some liquidity first. Hey Kuba, I have told you that previously. BPR is a full another world. BPR has another analysis. I can't use the BPR with anything else. So BPR is full another world. I can't use the BPR for trading this market by using 22 YT model or all of this thing. If I have to trade BPR, that's fully different. How to identify high time frame is strong point of interest or weak point of interest. High time frame is always the strongest point of interest. I mean, you need to look for the bias first. What is your bias? Why you are looking for buy or the bullish point of interest from your high time frame? So if your bullish point of interest is sorry, you are bullish, all the bullish point of interest from your high time frame is strongest. If you are bearish, all the bearish high time frame point of interest is important to you. As I'm bullish, I don't care about this bearish gap. I don't care about this bearish gap. I don't care about this bearish gap as this market is extremely bullish. By the way, guys, unfortunately, I'm not able to use the market structure shift here. The reason is market didn't do the manipulation yet. It has to do the manipulation, and then I have to start to look for another buying opportunity. Otherwise, I'm not going to take any kind of buy. 938 candle had market structure shift with 950 candle. 938 candle. 938 candle. 938 candle. Okay. It's not a swing high, so you can't use this swing high as your market structure shift. So that is your first part. There is a fair value gap too, but if we take an entry, we would have stopped out correct for trying to learn. It's not a swing high. Swing high is something like this. Look, I keep showing this to you guys. Please try to get it. See, swing high. Look here, swing high. Now look at this low, swing low. But look at this, swing high. See how I have to mark that swing high? Like this way, swing high. I can't do it like this way. No, I can't do it. It is something like that. Boom, sideways, boom. See, this is not a swing high because why? Boom, falling. No swing. There is no swing. Look here. Boom, then swing. Look at this low. Boom, then go higher again. Look at this low. Boom, then swing. Uh, Look over here, okay? Just look at this swing. See the swing. Now look at that high from here. Swing. Look at this low. There is a swing. You know the swing, right? Like, what is this? What can be the synonym of swing? Let me show you another. Look at this low. Look, swing. Now look at that low. Just this low. I don't know you can see it or not. Let me show you in a big way. Look at this low. There is a low. Okay, it's kind of sideways, boom, sideways, boom. Not swing. But look at this low. You are coming from here. Okay, here. You can't go like this way because there is a gap. It's a swing. So look at this. Look at this high. Sideways, boom. Look at this low. Sideways, swing. Low, swing. Is that clear? This is very unfortunate. I am not able to take this buy because there was no manipulation. If there was a manipulation, I would start to look for buy again. So if I miss it, I don't care. I'm not going to take this buy. If any of you would love to take, please go for that. For your information, MNQ price is based on $2, where NQ is based on $20. So chart can show some slight difference. Yeah, MNQ can have crazy weeks where NQ doesn't. Has to with price difference. Absolutely. Thank you, Big John. My English is not good, so thank you for explaining that in a better way. Good morning, by the way. Good morning, brother. Macro setup soon. Yes, Kuba, you can look for that. Understood you do very clear. Thank you, Reddy, for understanding. I mean, you have to just identify this type of sideways candle. See, this is the sideways candle. Here, this is the sideways candle. And this is a swing high. Like this way. You can mark it as a swing. Like this. Swing. Look at this low. Swing. But this, there is a low, right? Absolutely there is a low. But this is sideways candle. Now, if you would love to mark this low, then you have to start from here. You are able to mark it as a swing. This is a very nice swing. But if you start from there, it's not a swing low. Not this is the sideways candle, so it's not the best swing low. If this candle could take this low just by one tick, that would be my buy. Without any kind of confusion, without anything else, this would be my buy. No manipulation, not taking the buy. Even this is so beautiful buy side liquidity, I'm not interested to take this buy. You would love to take it, go for it. I have no problem with that. I'm not taking this buy because there is no manipulation. No manipulation, no trade. First manipulation, then trade. Otherwise, no trade is valid to me. I am not interested to go any for any kind of entries if there is no manipulation. It's accumulating, went higher. That means it's not my setup. It can keep going higher. I don't care. I will not take that trade. Absolutely. Google insert candle is considered sideways. Yes, sir. Nabin, thank you, brother, for saying that. It's sideways actually. This is consolidation now. Actually called reaccumulation after expansion to long run up was expansion. It can be. I'm not interested to take buy without the manipulation. I need the manipulation. So there is a gap. If this market can come to this gap, that would be the best case of scenario for making a buying opportunity from this gap from 15-minute chart. That would be the best case of scenario for me to look for another buying opportunity. Can you guys please make it 100 likes? Please make it 100 likes. One more question, please. If we are looking for swing low or high, should it take any liquidity or fair value gap? No, to mark the swing high, it doesn't need to look for that. I mean, you don't need anything. Marking swing high, you need nothing, just a swing. But if you're marking the model that swing high for shifting market structure, then fair value gap to take entry. Yeah, you need the liquidity taken first. Swing low doesn't need to trade any fair value gap or any liquidity. It doesn't need to take swing. I mean, what is your question exactly? If you'd love to mark a swing high, does it need to trade any fair value gap or not? Is that your question? If that is your question, no. For marking the swing high, you don't need to look for any fair value gap or anything else. But if you are interested to mark a swing high, which is valid for shifting market structure, then you need the fair value gap. Fair value gap, or like swing high on its left, on its right, which is lower than that swing high. Here, it's not a good. Actually, it's not absolutely good. If this low could take this low, I could mark as a empty here, and then I would try to frame another buy over there. As it is not, it didn't do that. So I'm not going to force the market to mark this low. Is kind of forcing the market. I'm not interested to force the market. Okay, to be honest, it doesn't look like to me a beautiful swing low, but this was beautiful. If this low was taken over here, that low, okay. If this low was taken, I would go for the buy from this market structure or everything. I didn't need to see NQ has cleared the liquidity as well. I didn't need to see that. But as you can see, it's not convincing. I'm not trying to frame the buy yet. So we'll see around 11 if it can provide something good. Yes, I just talked about this. That this is not look like a good swing low to me. Okay, it doesn't look like a good swing low, but this was beautiful. This one was so beautiful. Okay, maybe it will work, but I'm not interested to catch that run just because it doesn't look like a beautiful swing low to me. So I can't use this swing low for marking my SMT. So I'm not interested to go for that. Instead, I prefer to wait. If this swing low is taken, then I would take the buy from this gap because that was kind of prominent swing low, easy to mark. This swing low, it is very easy to mark. See, very nice, beautiful swing low, but it's kind of sideways candle. Not all the bodies are around the same level, so I really don't feel good to mark this one as my swing. If I want to force the market, I can do that. I don't prefer to force the market. Thank you for your teaching, teacher. Means a lot to me. No, it's just anytime you have any question, ask me. But just don't misunderstand me because when I keep explaining the price, my voice seems like I'm rude. But actually, I'm not rude. When I talk about the price, it seems like I'm rude. But trust me, If you ask me the question, the same question thousands of the time, I'm not going to be rude to you. But if you say that I told you this is a bearish market, I told you this is a bullish market, yeah, then I can't control myself. If you are looking for buy, go for that buy. If you are looking for sell, go for that sell. I don't care. But you don't need to tell me that. I'm not saying to you. Of course, I'm still saying this to those people who keep saying told you, told you, told you. If you have confusion, ask me thousands of the time. I'm here to reply. That is why I'm here, right? You will have the confusion. You will ask me the question. I will try to reply you. Then we'll try to convince to each other. That's all. This is how I will learn from you. You will learn from me, and we'll go all together. After liquidity grab, how we know price is going to reverse or doing to continue? You need the market structure shift, fair value gap, that perfect 22 YT model, Raskumari. So it has cleared the liquidity, then you will wait for the perfect market structure shift. It has given you the perfect market structure shift. You will wait for the fair value gap. You have the fair value gap, you will wait for the perfect immediate reaction. That means within 5 candle it will trade that fair value gap. You got it? Take the trade. You are not all at all rude. You the best and king hearted person who takes time to teach all of us here. That's a big compliment. No word to say. But thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Market has tapped to the 15-minute last fair value gap. Okay, this is the 15-minute last fair value gap. It has tapped to this 15-minute last fair value gap. Some kind of reaction I'm expecting now. Some kind of reaction that will send the price until this gap. Remember, not that gap. I want to see it will be untouched. Market should not touch this gap. If it touch it, body should not close below the 50%. If the body close below the 50%, it should not close the gap 100%. In all the three cases, whatever happened, for the first time I'll get the buying opportunity, I'll take that buy. Buying opportunity means market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, boom. That's it. So I'm expecting some kind of reaction from this last fair value gap. That would be the best case of scenario to me. Now I'll be able to catch that buy again. Chidu, what do you eat for breakfast? I don't eat anything because around the breakfast time I actually I keep sleeping. So I don't eat at the morning. I eat around the lunch and the dinner 2 times. You're most welcome, Rajkumari. But why did you ask me that, Neon? Did you think the market has retraced 50% of the fair value gap fib to go down now? Do you think the market has retraced 50% on the fib go down now? I'm looking for all-time high, sister, unfortunately. So I'm not watching any kind of bearish period. The logic you are talking about, I don't know how to use that logic. Uh, Maybe there is something I don't know actually. But as my bias is bullish, I will only keep looking for buying opportunity. No sell is valid to me. By the way, guys, finally I have found the SMT here. You can see there is the SMT. Okay. Now I have two opportunity here. What's that? So this is the SMT. I have two opportunity here. I'm telling you, it's your job what you would love to do. This is a swing high which is valid for shifting market structure. It doesn't look like a swing. So there is an opportunity to mark this as your market structure shift, fair value gap, take the entry as it is extremely bullish. In that type of situation, your stop loss is going to be something like that. 27 handle. Okay, and you can look for this liquidity. This is one opportunity. Another opportunity, just let this go. It's now your turn to take the decision, because it doesn't look like a beautiful swing high to me. That is why I'm saying, if it was a beautiful swing high, I would call that the best setup. Just because it doesn't look good to me, okay, you can actually put the stop loss here. You don't need to put the stop loss that much lower. It is valid to put the stop loss here. So it's up to you now. If you want to take that entry, you can take it, or if you would love to let it go, you can do it as well. It's up to you. I'm not taking it because that swing high is doesn't look like a good swing high to me. It was also valid if this high has been shifted. So if this candle could shift this high, I would go for this trade without any kind of confusion. As the market structure shift is not look good to me, this is not a valid swing high, I'm not taking this trade. Maybe it will work. I just don't want you to miss the trade. So if any of you are here who is dealing with the FOMO, you guys can take that trade. I don't have the FOMO actually. I have, but little. So I'm not taking this trade. If any of you take this trade, make sure you have taken the partial here. If any of you has taken this trade, make sure you have taken the partial over there. Okay, lucky you took that setup. Perfect. Let's say, I hope you will get at least the partial. Make sure you have taken the partial over there. Kuba, I'm not trading the ES. I'm using the ES just for the SMT, nothing else. So if there is a setup from ES, I will not uh, use that as my market structure. First of all. Secondly, the ES and the NQ has the same kind of situation. None of them has given me the market structure shift. None of them. Either way, it's not valid to me. I'm not taking it. If any of you has taken this trade, make sure you have taken the partial around here if it works. Okay. I repeat, don't hold the trade without taking the partial. It's a request to all of you. If you have pushed the button, make sure you have taken the partial over there and put your stop loss to the break even. If it provide you the opportunity, I believe it will give you that opportunity, at least the partial level. Let's see. I'm not taking it because it doesn't have the 22 YT model. I love to go for the perfect 22 YT model, so I will keep waiting. Okay, okay, Asit, thank you, brother. I'm not going to say that. It was nice, man. Nice twist. Brother Lucky Star, please put your partial level over there. As you told that you are in this trade. Put your partial level over there. In my opinion, trading in large range before some sort of manipulation is slow death of stop loss. I'm saying that I don't have the 22 IT model here. Simply, I don't have the 22 IT model. I'm not taking this trade. If any of you take this trade, make sure you have taken the partial over there. Either way, it maybe stop you out over here. I don't know wherever your stop loss is. I just put it here. You can put it below the low, which is actually the liquid taken low. So, oh, sorry, not that low. Here, you can do it. But wherever you put the stop loss, if you are still survived, make sure you have taken the partial over here. I'm not taking it because there is no model yet for me. If there is a model, I will take that. I will tell that this is the best model. I'm going to take this trade. The same like before. Until now, there is no trade for me. When I will find the opportunity, I'll pull the button. Otherwise, I'm not going to force the market. And the liquidity taken, John, you told we have the SMT. Okay, that was the reason for talking about this. But unfortunately, I don't have the market structure sheet. This is the importance to mark the high, swing high. It's the sideways candle. That is why I did. Okay, either way, I'm going to remove it because if I were in this trade, I would get stopped out. As I didn't here. This is the sideways candle. You can see you can't mark a swing here. You can't do that. This is all the sideways candle. So if it is a sideways candle, I'm not interested to push the button by seeing the sideways candle. If you have the, FOMO, you want to go for the trade, maybe you will be able to go for the trade and you will get a stop out over here. I will only go for the trade if it is the best setup. I don't know that, Archana. I'm watching this bullish fair value gap actually. The gap market just tapped. I'm just watching this bullish gap. I look for the 15-minute order block, 15-minute breaker block, 15-minute something. If I don't have the fair value gap, if I have the fair value gap, I don't need to look for them. 'Khalid, SMT is something that will help you to go for the trade. For example, your bias is bearish, then this SMT is important to you. If your bias is bearish, that is important for you. Now you have the bearish setup, you have the bearish entry point or everything from the bearish setup. You will use that SMT as your confirmation. My bias is bullish, so I don't care about the bullish, the bearish SMT. Okay, brother. So the SMT is something that is just a confirmation. It's not something that will help you to understand the bias. With the bias, SMT has no connection at all. 11 a.m. London close retracement taking place now. What do you mean by that, Sujivan? Can you please explain a bit more? Chandrakanta Dash, where did you take the sell? Let me know, brother. Just let me know where did you take the sell and where is your stop loss. Okay, I'm waiting for your comment, Chandrakanta Dash. I'm eagerly waiting for your comment. I think I have problem with recognize swing high and sideways candle. The way I showed the swing high and sideways candle, still if you have the confusion, I'm going to die, brother. To be honest, I'm going to die. Come on, man. Chandrakanta Dash, I'm still waiting for your setup, okay? Where did you take the sell? Please let me know. Where is your stop loss? Let me know. Around London close, there is usually some kind of pullback from the M trade. Okay. So around the London close, that means around 11 a.m., you are expecting some kind of pullback. That means the retracement. That's awesome. Let's see if it can actually fall a bit more and then your real bias is bullish, right, Sujivan? Or are you looking for sell, brother? I think that information you can use to take some kind of entry, sell entry, even if your bias is bullish. Maybe if you use uh, that concept, then you will be able to take some sell. And yeah, I think that's really awesome. 1103 was confirmation and entered next candle. 1103 was 1103 is confirmation. You took entry next candle. So 1104 you entered. Okay, perfect. You entered here. Where is your stop loss? Where is your target, brother? Please let me know that as well. Narcissus 24 622 is the sniper line. 24 622 is the sniper line. I think you are talking about the sell setup. Stop loss 24 635. 24 635 635. Okay, that is your stop loss. Where is your target, brother? 240 handle. I don't know where is your target, brother? I think your target is 40 handle, you told. Oh, kind of 40 handle. I think this is your setup, brother. Perfect. Let's wait for your boom, okay? I hope you'll get your boom. Narcissus, my target is 24,586. 586 achieved. 586. So you got your boom already. Congratulations, brother, for getting your boom. Target is way down. Likes to trail. Oh, okay, so where is your target, brother? Can you please tell me where is your target? Then I'll put it over there. Narcissus, congratulations for your boom, brother. I have to write it down, otherwise people will think that I took this trade. Okay, I'm not in this trade. This is dash entry. So guys, I would love to come back again from my analysis here. That of the last fair gap, as I told, I want to see some kind of reaction from this gap. Okay, it came here, sent the market until this bullish gap here. Very specific gap, this bullish gap. Don't want to see it is going to touch this gap. It should be open, untouched. Market should not touch this gap. Even if it touch this gap, it should not close below the constant encroachment of this gap. If it even close below this constant encroachment, it should not close this gap 100%. If it close this gap 100%, no buy is valid to me. In the meantime, whenever I'll get a buying opportunity, I'll take that buy. Okay, so I'm now coming in 1 minute chart again. I'd love to look for a buying opportunity. This is a swing high, which is not valid. Shit, man. It is also not valid for market structure shift. Shit, man. I'm going to miss the trade. Okay, Dash, I'm going to remove it because you are going to, maybe you are going to stop out. Okay, so I'll just put it here because you are going to stop out. Okay, I hope you will get stopped out. I mean, it's, yeah, you got stopped out. So I have to remove this too from here. Unfortunately, I can't use this swing high for shifting market structure, but this is the best area for buying the opportunity. Okay, so in this type of situation, sometimes I force the market, sometimes I force the market. I have no idea should I do that or not. And Narcis, I'm really happy because you have closed the trade inside this gap, brother, because you know that it should not touch this gap. Okay, because we are working with the price action. What can we do now? Guys, give me something. Should I go for this trade? By the way, my stop loss was 24,635. 24,635. Because depending on that sniper line, it should be very small, by the way. I believe so. Enter on breaker block. Now I will enter on the fair value gap actually, because uh, it's not the best 22 IT model. Luxray will join. Go for it. And it's kind of a situation where my knowledge, my intuition, everything is telling me this is the time to enter. But this is forcing the market because this swing high is absolutely not a valid swing high for shifting market structure. There is no breaker block. This is the entry gap. This gap is only valid to take the entry. Remember that, okay? So I take the entry here, 28 handle. Okay, let's count the candle. Within 5 candle, if it touch this gap, then I'll try to take the entry from the constant enforcement, because the stop loss is not supporting my entry from here. So first I will see if it come to this gap within 5 candle. If it doesn't do that, I'm not going to take that trade. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle, it has to come to this gap. If it comes to this gap within 5 candle, then I will try to take the entry from the constant encroachment, as my stop loss is not going to support. I have to cover the breakaway gap. So yeah, this is the only way for going for this trade. Otherwise, I'll not take this trade. Brother, I have already talked about that. If I have the fair value gap from the 15-minute chart, I don't need to mark breaker block, order block, nothing from the higher time frame. If I have the fair value gap, if I don't have the fair value gap, I have to look for the opportunity, to mark the higher time frame point of interest, kind of breaker block, order block, or anything. Otherwise, I'm good to go with the fair value gap. I don't know, guys, why I need to make it so much complicated. It's very simple. Look, this market came to this last fair value gap, right? This is the discount fair value gap. It should leave this gap open. That is why I write it down. Should not be touched. This gap should not be touched. I have this bullish fair value gap. That gap is going to provide me the entry opportunity. By how? By reacting from this last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. It will come to this last fair value gap. It will trade this gap. It will start to go higher again for the buy side liquidity, which is here. You can see around this area, aligned with the new day opening gap. So this is the new day opening gap. Okay, so it will come until this area. I don't need to mark the breaker block. I don't need to mark anything over here, as you have the perfect fair value gap around this area. That understandable? I don't know. So I'll count the candle. 1, 2, 3. Within next 2 candle, it has to tap to the high of this gap. If it do that, I will try to take the entry from this gap. So there is two type of opportunity. First, if I would love to take the entry from here, then my stop loss can be here. Okay, 23 handle. This is a bit risky, but lowest probability to miss the trade. This is the lowest probability to miss the trade, highest probability to get kind of a stop loss. Second opportunity here, and going to cover the breakaway gap. Okay, just make it the same thing. Okay, so something like 24 handle. Highest probability to miss the trade, lowest probability to get stopped out. So this is two type of scenarios. But first, it has to come to this gap within 5 candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the next candle, it has to trade this gap. If it doesn't, no trade is valid. So if this candle touch that gap, it is valid. Otherwise, it's not valid. It will go higher. I don't care. I'm not going to take this trade. If you want, you can go. The best is three candle. Scarbage. The best is three candle. It's called immediate reaction. I keep saying or giving this example. So let me give you the example one more time. I don't know you are boy or girl. I'm assuming that you are a boy. Think like you have a girlfriend. Okay, so you have some kind of misunderstanding with your girlfriend, and you have some kind of, like breaking with your girlfriend. Okay, something like you are breaking up your relationship. Within 3 days, your girlfriend actually understand that that was her fault, or maybe that was your fault. You understand that it's my fault. You guys patch up. So within 3 days, 5 days, it happened already. Now think like your girlfriend didn't patch up with you, or you didn't patch up. After a long, she came back to you. Are you going to believe her? What did she does until that time? Maybe she was trying to make a relationship with another boy, another guy, or trying to settle in her life. Then she failed over there, so she came back to you because she knows that you loved her one time. I don't want to believe her anymore, because if she really loved me, she would never leave me. She would come back to me very immediately. Okay, so this is how I'm talking. I'm trying to relating this concept with the trading, and so that you can understand the immediate reaction. There is a very importance of the immediate reaction. Something has to be happened very immediately. It's a very small variable gap. That gap is not valid. If you are asking about here, it's not valid. This is your last variable gap. This is your entry variable gap. This is the gap. Okay, so if you would love to use this gap, you have to use this gap to take your entry. Now it actually takes more than 5 handles, so I'm not going to take the entry from this gap anymore. I'll let this go. And it didn't come back again over here. So today's morning session so far, I don't think so it will provide me any other opportunity. That was the perfect best 22 YT model which I have explained. The best 22 YT model. We have also seen how to use that order block, how beautifully it has provided us the boom from that order block, and the best 22 YT model. We were waiting for another opportunity. All of this area we did nothing. Why? Because there was no trade, nothing. There was a forcing market. I told that it's not the perfect swing high or the market structure shift. It is also not the perfect swing high or the market structure shift. It is also not that. But either way, it didn't give us the entry over here. It has given the entry. It didn't work around this area. Finally, we have seen the SMT, and we knew that this market is coming from this area to that area. Last fair value gap to entry fair value gap. Then it will start to go higher for the buy side liquidity. Right now this market is actually working to the top of the daily fair value gap. Remember the daily bullish fair value gap? This is the top of the daily bullish fair value gap over here. Just look how beautifully it is reacting. I'm talking about, let me remove this gap from 15-minute chart. Remove it. This is the top of the daily bullish fair value gap. Oh man, how beautifully it is reacting over there. If some of you just joined me, I would love to talk about a bit. Okay, just 2 seconds. If you come to the chat box, in the chat there is a pin comment. Go to the pin comment, click on that link. It will refer to you to the Blue Guardian futures. Okay, it is here now. uh mm, it's not. What happened to my internet today? Come on, man. Came to this fair value gap, not interested to take the buy because it takes too long to come to this gap. I don't believe her anymore. It will work, I don't care. They explained about premium discount week, in which live streaming AM or PM or both. I didn't explain the premium discount week, brother. I didn't explain that. I'm just marking them. I'm studying them. As ICT has started to explain them, I am also trying to study them. Brother Tito, is this your story with your girlfriend? No, she didn't. She never came back. Actually, if you ask me my story, then when she broke up with me, she just told me that I'm good for nothing. Okay, I'll be good for nothing for forever. I am not able to help anyone. I'm just an useless fellow. I can't be useful for anyone. Okay, so that was her excuse, not excuse, her accusation to me that I'm good for nothing. So she never came back. That's my real story. This is the Blue Guardian Futures. So if you click on that link, it will refer you to this page. It is Blue Guardian Futures. You have to mark standard evaluation. If you mark the Guardian, you have to pay the activation fees. Standard evaluation, 50 account, 50K account. Project X, it's gonna cost $40 and no activation fees. Profit target $3,000. Maximum 3 mini contract or 30 micro contract. Maximum daily loss is 1250. Don't touch it. Maximum drawdown is $2,500. That means without making $3,000, if you hit or lose 2,500, you will lose that account. End of the day drawdown. That means you are not you don't need to deal with the trailing drawdown. It's end of the day. Payout period 7 days. Activation fees no need to think about that because you are not going to do that. Scaling rules, yes. Micro scaling also yes. Okay. So this is the Blue Guardian futures. You have to use the code FALL fall. You have to use that code. I will prefer. I mean, I'll be happy if you click on that link. I'll get some commission from there. Everyone has a story. 99% of stories are dramatic. Ah, no comment. I still believe that I'm good for nothing and I'm really not useful for anyone. I still believe that. She never tell me lie. We had a relationship actually a long time, and she never told me lie. She told that after breaking up, she is going to get married within 1 year. She did it. So I still believe that I'm not useful for anyone. I'm good for nothing, and I'm happy with that. At least I'm not harming anyone. I'm not hurting anyone. Sorry, asking the deeper price action. It was yesterday's AM session, brother. Sachin. Okay, guys. As I told you, as it takes too long to come to this gap, I'm not interested to leave this gap anymore. You can force the market, you can take the entry, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not interested to take it as it takes too long. At the same time, you can see that it left the liquidity over here. This is the buy side liquidity. Okay, so I'm going to remove this line, going to mark this as my buy side liquidity. So it left the buy side liquidity over here. Maybe around PM session, I'll be able to get some buy. Either way, it came to the last fair value gap or the breakaway gap. If it doesn't go higher now, it will never go higher. It has to go higher now. I have already forgotten that she got married, so she is now a wife of someone else. I don't think about her. Until she didn't get married, I always hope like maybe she'll be back. Maybe I tried a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, but she never responds. Respond. Okay, so when she got married, I have started to. I mean, I have stopped to think about her. It's just a long past. Now she is trying to make a family with someone else, so I should not interfere over there. So this PM session, after coming here, this market is consolidating a bit. It's not moving anywhere. Fall higher, fall, maybe go higher. Whatever it will do, I'm not interested to touch it. I was waiting for that on. Even it was a kind of forcing market. As the market didn't give me the immediate reaction, that is a sign. Don't touch me. Don't take me. Don't take me. A very simple solution, not to push the button. Very simple solution to understand the market. And all you can see here, after one, two, three, after three candle, finally there is a bear candle, something like look goods, a very look good bear candle. Happy to see that. You are a good smoker. I think your relationship with it was a mental pressure because when I was with her, she never allowed me to smoke. So it's kind of like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours continuously. I was without smoking. It was kind of a mental pressure, man. When I came back from her, I was smoking like I'm smoking after 5 years, something like that, man. You don't need her, bro. I don't need her. It's true, man. She's someone else's wife, so why I need someone else's wife? I don't need her, to be honest, man. Maybe she's watching a live streaming. She doesn't know that I'm doing this live stream or all of these things. She doesn't know that. I never actually revealed it to her. Never ever. And nobody who is actually with me, who knows me, my friends, all of my friends, except my family, nobody knows that I do this YouTubing things or something like that, or trading or something. No, nobody knows that. I have already done with that. Okay, Mahati just told me that that's my story. That's why I told her. Mahati, not the other guy, actually told me that it's my story. So I just told her my story is worse than that. True love doesn't exist. I never betray her, and I was totally loyal to her. She was also loyal to me. Maybe I'm not sure about that. Maybe, and I hope she'll be happy. That's my prayer for her. Be happy. Be happy wherever you are. Be happy. I want. I really would love to see you are happy. You're still talking about her. You still miss her. I don't miss her. Someone just asked me, "Is that my story or not?" I had just one love in my life, and I'm a broken guy. But just someone asked me. That's why I replied him. True love existed too. I appreciate it, but very rare. Very rare. True love is very rare. Archana. If you argue with me, I have no word to say. Of course, true love exists, but very rare. And who actually got the true love, they're lucky. They're really so lucky. Same here, only father knows that I'm trying for something apart from the studies. Never ever leave your study, brother. Never ever leave your study. Guys, I'm not asking any of you to take this trade, but remember this is the one of the best 1,000 times best, 2,000 times best, 5,000 times best order block. Actually, it should be from there. If it close above this height, then I have no word to say because the range will be too far. The consecutive range will be too far. Okay, so until here, it is acceptable. But if it close above this line, that's gonna be difficult for me. Now this one, okay, this consecutive order block. This is the best order block. 22 handle stop loss. So you can make sure that your partial is around 22 handle, something like that, 1 to 1. By the way, if it is 11:30 already, don't go for the trade. Don't just push the button if it is already 11:30. Why it is not putting around the 12, 22 and uh man, I'm just going to keep it like this way, okay? So just remember 22 handle should be the partial. That should be the partial uh, here, and target is this bicep. All you have to do is you have to mark the 50% of that consecutive breaker block, sorry, consecutive order block. This is the 50% of that consecutive order block. That is the mean threshold. That means body should not close below this mean threshold. here. Even if one body closed, the next body has to close above the mean threshold of that order block. Just make sure that this should be the partial. At least 22 handle, 1 is to 1. Okay, just remember 22 handle, 25, 1 tick. Okay, something like that. 22 handle, 1 tick. I just mark it because I was not able to mark it. Okay. Sresh Sharma. What did you say, Sresh? That was the mistake. What was the mistake, brother? I think you were talking about the relationship. Only jokes, Brooks. Okay, I think you guys is still mocking with my relationship, man. It's my bad luck. My luck was bad. Situation situated, nobody can change the destiny. Everyone is able to select his way, but destiny is unique. If she was not part of your life, no one can do anything. Let her go, even out of your mind. I have already let her go. I'm not thinking about her. Just one guy asked me, I just replied him. That's all, brother. There is no hate, there is nothing, okay? Let me remove this gap because it doesn't have any value. Remember, this should be the partial. If you don't take the partial here, you are gambling. That's for sure. How many times I call to its best? I think 1000 times, right? Okay, that should be the partial, remember. I don't know if any of you are in this trade or not. That should be the partial. You can hold the trade until here, just until there. From this best order block. There is nothing better than this order block. I am not working with the order block. That is why I didn't push the button. I showed you this order block. I showed you this order block, and both of the area I told that this is the best order block. At least until this partial. And if it hit your target, you're lucky. Okay, but that should be the partial. And stop loss has to be to the break even after taking the partial. Hi brother, just joined. Love it. Another boom, penguin boom. Thank you, Ravi. You just joined and we have framed a winning trade. What a luck, man. Sharma, I'm in this trade. Oh, okay, brother. If you are in this trade, I kindly request you to take the partial here, okay? Just I'm kindly requesting you. Please take the partial and then hold your trade as long as you want. For me, this is the best area to close the trade, but at least take the partial, brother. It's my request. I know you don't take the partial, but it's my request to take the partial, please. Do not search for true love. Just respect is enough for a living. Okay, I'm not looking for a girl anymore. I'm done with the relationship, with the love, with everything. Okay. Theo, boom. Did you take that entry? By the way, that's the boom. So you have seen another beautiful. How many times did I say this is the best? Guys, I deserve some boom. Please come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Right on boom. It's okay, brother. TP hit. Congratulations, brother, for your boom. It is done with his girls. Hey, Adit. Thank you, Teja, for writing boom, brother. Ishfaq, thank you. Ravi, thank you, man. Sresh Sharma, you deserve more girls. No, don't say like that. Hey, Arjuna. Anyone on this trade except Teja? Donichu, boom. Ishfaq, thank you, brother, for writing boom, brother. Michael, boom. Judy Hamilton, boom, man. Only one micro stop loss moved to partial 20 handle. That's cool. Gangjong, thank you, man, for the boom. Aiko, thank you, man. Keep it done. Congratulations, brother. I took it. Okay, Archana took it. I got two guy. I mean two people to that take that boom. By the way, Chandrakanta Das, thank you, brother, for that boom. Tahir, thanks for that boom. Michael, boom again. Thank you. Sachin, thank you. Do we have a market structure shift now? Look, these two highs. This is another perfect. Thank you, Archana, for asking me this question because I believe that I have explained it inside the market structure shift video. If I didn't, just look for this. this high and that high. I'm sorry, actually I'm wrong. Yeah, this is the market structure shift. I thought that it's the clean highs, but there is a difference, maybe one tick difference. Uh, Seems like clean highs. So let me actually tell you this. If it is clean highs, absolutely clean, okay, tick by tick clean, never ever mark that as your market structure shift. I can see that there is just one tick difference, so it can be valid for market structure shift. Yeah, it can be valid. But just for the sake of this conversation, if it is clean highs, that means tick by tick. Don't ever mark that as your market structure shift. Never ever. Just never ever mark that as your market structure shift. Thanks, brother. Ishfaq, why are you thanking me, man? I was in this trade. Boom. Wow, Suresh, thank you, man. So I got three guy who was in this trade. I mean, three people who was in this trade. So these three of you, congratulations, brother, for your boom. Alberto, thanks for that boom, man. Peter, thank you, man. Nisros, boom, was there a sniper line? Okay, there was a sniper line as well. I really don't know as I'm not able to go to the 30-second chart. But if there is a sniper line as well, congratulations, brother, for that sniper boom as well. I was looking for the water block actually. I love this water block. Okay, no problems. Is in fact I also in this. Oh, okay. I got four people who are in this trade. Congratulations for both four of you. I can bet with you, you are going to think your memories with her tonight. No, I'm not going to do that. When I'll close the stream, I will just, I'm not going to do that, okay? I never thought about her. When she got married, that same day, I told myself, think about her. And myself rejected me. So I don't believe in that shit. Try to try to stop thinking about something. I believe in think about that. Tell him or tell yourself to think about that. If you do that, yourself will reject you. Don't think about that. Okay, yourself will tell you don't think about that. But if you tell yourself don't think about that, yourself will keep thinking about that. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, Matthew also asked this trade. Congratulations, brother, for that boom. Can you quickly explain again why this was the best order block? Thanks. Of course, I can do that. Look over here. We have empty around this area. Okay. So in this area, this was the candle which was inside this gap. This is that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Listen to me very carefully, very carefully, very carefully. This market came inside this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. This is the first candle which has been validated as a order block. Then the consecutive order block. So this candle, that candle, they are the consecutive order block. Did the market trade this order block? No, it didn't. So it's some kind of an unfinished business. Market came here, made relatively equal highs. You have the buy side liquidity. By the way, you have to have the bias. My bias was bullish, so that is why it has been validated as a perfect order block. Okay, this is the consecutive candle that market didn't trade the order block. Order block has been traded by the very next candle. Very next candle, it has been traded. Consecutive order block, the very next candle trade the order block. Consecutive candle, no, it didn't trade, it didn't trade, it didn't trade. It takes too long to come back again to trade this order block by here. When it has traded this order block for the first time after a long, I don't believe in this shit because it takes too long. I'm watching how it is going to fall, 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 fall. The real order block is here. This market has traded inside this order block, failed to take the low of that order block. See, it is the propulsion block. At the same time, this is the order block. We are the ICT traders. We are cutting down the candles. All of these candles, we are cutting them down. After making this bullish fair value gap, this is the first time this market came to this fair value gap. Not this time. Why? Because it didn't trade that order block. It didn't finish the business. So I'm cutting all of these candles over here. First time market came inside this gap. I need the reference. Didn't failed to take that low. Working as a propulsion block as well as working for the first time order block. Made the best order block. Tap to the order block. Consecutive order block. You have to look for the consecutive order block. Trade that consecutive order block. Boom. Market is going higher. Bit difficult to understand because for the first time it come here, it actually built the order block. At the first time didn't trade the order block, I have to wait for the next time, have to use this as a reference. Can it take this low? If it take this low, it's not the order block. If it failed to take this low, that means this is just a reference, but this is the order block. I know it's bit uh, confusing, but if you watch it maybe one more time, it will be clear to you. Okay, I'm still bearish, but 15 minutes need to support my view because I'm bearish in higher time frame. Congratulations, I mean, absolutely, brother. If you found the bearishness, of course, try to take the sell. So I had the bullish bias. I explained why. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm 100% right. Like yesterday, I was also bullish. Market was bearish, though we have framed the bullish perfect or winning trade, but it was bearish, right? I was wrong. So maybe this is bullish market and you are looking for the bearishness. I'm happy that you are waiting for the PDR. I really respect that, man. Wait for the PDR. Some people are bullshit here. Okay, that some really shit people here come here sometimes. They keep saying I'm bearish, but they don't look at the PDRs. But the way you told that you are looking for the PDRs, waiting for something, okay, that is going to support your view. I respect that things, man. I really respect it. I don't know you are agree with me or not. I really, you believe me or not, okay? I really respect. Without that, if you just say I'm bearish, I'm bearish, I'm bearish, you don't give a shit about the PDRS. Oh man, you are just a bullshit. Okay, you are just making noise over here to my life. But as you say, you are waiting for something that will support your view. I respect you, man. Guys, before the closing, I will just explain this whole price action a bit so that everyone can understand what happened from the beginning. Okay, the way I explained this market, it exactly worked like that way. Is there anyone who is watching me from the beginning? I just need to know that first because I need the confirmation. They are going to confirm that I'm not lying. So I need someone who is watching me from the beginning. So please let me know if uh, you are with me from the beginning. Everyone take the trade, only you miss the trade, man. I told that I'm only working with the 22 YT model. That's why I'm not pushing the button from the water block. I just didn't miss it. I just didn't take it because I'm working with the 22 YT model now. Okay. I just subscribed. Welcome to our community, Kaiser. Welcome to our community. I hope that I'll be able to see you every day. You have to spend me at least 3 months to understand me. Okay. If you just come today and then come after 1 week, you will never get me what I'm trying to explain here. Okay. Thank you. Will reply and study. Thank you, man. He's talking about me. I'm bullshit. Okay. Suresh, you know that I'm not talking about you. I love you, man. I'm not talking about you. He's kidding, okay? This guy is with me for so long and he's just kidding. Yes, he's telling the truth. Yes, you did. Okay, thank you, brother. You guys were with me from the beginning. So let me explain from the beginning before closing the stream. It will take maybe maximum 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. So give me just 5 minutes. I'll explain this and then I'll close my stream. Those people who missed it at the beginning, this is your chance to learn it. This is your chance to learn it. I repeat, this is your chance to learn this. Don't, please don't miss this one. This was the weekly candle. This is the weekly bullish fair value gap. Please focus where I'm explaining these things. Please focus. I request you guys, please focus. The things I'm saying now, I have told the same thing at the beginning. This is the weekly candle, weekly chart. Is this a bearish market? 100% this is a bullish market. The trend is bullish. It's not bearish. It's a bullish market. This is the running candle that didn't yet close. It didn't yet close. That is the bullish fair value gap from the weekly chart. I told that it can fall for this gap. I am keeping this gap. If my bias is wrong, if it keep falling, then I will start to look for buy from this gap. That means today my bias is wrong. It is falling. I will keep it as a reference. When it will come here, I will start to look for buy again. Otherwise, this gap doesn't have any value to me. I'm just keeping it as a reference from weekly chart. Weekly chart, I'm bullish. I came to this daily chart. This is the daily chart. This is that premium week quadrant level. I told that if there is a bearish gap from the daily chart and that the price has traded that bearish gap, then closed below the low, whatever swing low it has been built after making the gap, it trade that gap, closed below this low, I'm bearish now. Until then, I'm bullish. This is a bullish market. Market was exactly to the low of the daily fair value gap at the beginning. You guys can check it, okay? If this market starts to fall, it can fall for that no wick candle. Remember, it's a no wick candle. So it can fall below this low no wick candle. I'm happy with that. There will be a range from here to here, 60 handle. If I find any opportunity to take the sell out of 60 handle, 40 handle, 30 handle, 20 handle, whatever it is, I'll go for that, which is a low probability to me. I'm not interested to take the sell. Instead of that, I prefer to take the buy. No sell, only buy. But if there is something that is telling me, please go for that sell, I will tell that actually from the uh, lower time frame, what I was waiting. If that would happen, then I would go for the sell. I will show that to you as well. If there is something that is very convincing, I'll take the sell. Otherwise, I'm only interested to look for the buy. I marked that discount week quadrant level. Upper quadrant 50%, lower quadrant. I want to see if any of them can be traded before going higher. Just would love to see that from my higher time frame. As well as I wanted to see this daily bullish fair value gap is going to hold the market. That means even if it went below this no wick candle, it is going to close above the constant encroachment of that daily bullish fair value gap. So this daily candle is going to close above the 50% of that daily bullish fair value gap. Now, if it close above this gap, I have no problem. If it close here, I have no problem. It come here, I have no problem. All I want to see, this daily candle is going to close above the constant encroachment of that daily bullish fair value gap. That's all I'm saying. Remember, market was here. It was a bearish candle. Okay, the candle was look like this type of candle. It was here. I'm saying what I would love to see at the end of the day. Now in hourly chart. From the hourly chart, here I have the hourly last fair value gap. I told that if this market doesn't want to go below this low, just for the sake of this conversation, if this market before the opening doesn't want to go below this low, it can use this gap and start to look for buy. I mean, sir, it starts to go higher. If it happens, there is a bullish setup, I'll take that buy by using this hourly last fair value gap. Those guys are with me from the beginning. You have to confirm me that if I tell one single word, if I'm telling lie, if single word I twist here, okay? I showed you that there is no sell side liquidity. I showed you that there is no buy side liquidity instead of this all time high. There was some sell side liquidity here that has been already cleared. So if this hourly bullish fair value gap hold the market, there is a bullish setup from 1 minute chart. I will take the buy after the market open. No sell, only buy. If and only if it wants to go below this wick, no wick candle from the daily chart, I will try to look for a sell from there, which is a low probability to me. Just if it convinces me, I will take the sell. Out of this 60 handle, I'll try to take some 20 to 30 handle, something like that. Okay, whatever it is, I'll try to take them. Otherwise, I'm only interested to look for buy. Now come to the 15-minute chart. Before the market open, if the market starts to go higher from there, all of you already know that there was the hourly last gap. There is a bullish setup. I'll take the buy. No problem with that. But for example, if it really would love to go below that no wick candle from the daily chart, I'm more interested to see this 15-minute last fair value gap to be traded, and then this market will start to go higher. If from 15-minute chart, if this market really go higher from there, which is the hourly last fair value gap, there is a 1 minute market structure shift bullish setup, I will take the buy from there. Market wants to take that no wick candle, I would love to look for this 15-minute last fair value gap to be traded, as well as the upper quadrant of the daily wick to look for the buy. Maybe I didn't say that, but I would love to add that. I just don't remember that. Did I say it or not? If this market even break this last fair value gap, I would love to see the wick will trade that 50% of that week 50%, body will close inside this 50-minute last fair value gap. I just don't remember I have told that or not, but as you can see, market never came here, so I don't need to add that over there. But for example, it would love to fall a bit more. There was no problem. From 15-minute chart, it could fall until the end of that discount week, but body has to close inside this 15-minute gap. I repeat, I just don't remember did I explain that to you or not. But I exactly remember I marked that 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and I told that any kind of buying opportunity from there, that's my buying opportunity. Now I'm coming in 1-minute chart. Sorry, before coming 1-minute chart, I would love to explain, because one guy asked me, this is a bearish market, why you are looking for buy? So I showed him that go to your regular trading hour. From the regular trading hour, what do you see? This is a bearish market. Market opened there, right? Market opened there, started to fall. What do you see? All the people are seeing the market, they're seeing that this is a bearish market. Either way, this is bearish, gapped down, okay, opened down. This is the closing, this is the open. Look, closing here, open there, gapped down. After gapping down, it started to fall. What does it mean? Chase the market, chase the market, chase the market. I have an old opening gap that is intact over here, so it's better to close this opening gap 100%. More importantly, until this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Okay, so I actually mistaken that one. Now come to 1-minute chart. First of all, I would love to remind you guys, I told that if the market, this is the 9:30 open, okay, remember this is the 9:30 open. If the market start to fall for this no wick candle, I would love to take a sell, which is a low probability. I will go for that sell if I see something very convincing. What is that? Market open, went higher, because we have a big opening gap. Market open, went higher, then it came back again here. That's my selling opportunity for that no wick gap. What happened? Market open, started to fall. I'm not interested to chase this market. After opening, if it went higher a bit, took some liquidity, then started to fall below the daily bullish fair value gap, which you can see here. Below the daily bullish fair value gap, from there I would start to look for sell. As it didn't happen, instead market opened, started to fall. I didn't frame any sell, so it was not convincing to me. Finally, market came here. First, I told that this is the best order block. I'm not a order block trader here. I'm only interested to go for the 22 IT model. I keep saying that this is the best order block. This candle closed above this candle, that is your entry. From the very next candle, that is your entry. Stop loss below that order block, wherever the order block is, you can put it below this order block, but that is the best area to put the stop loss. Take a partial. I don't remember where I told you to take the partial, but I told you that to close the trade to the last fair value gap over here. Okay, that was the last fair value gap. I told you to close the trade over there to that last fair value gap. Unfortunately, market actually didn't close over there. Instead, it didn't touch the last fair value gap. It came until here, and then maybe you will get stopped out to the break even after clearing some partial. That was the order block trade. Then I told that this is the reaction from the last entry fair value gap. This is just a reaction. Keep watching this market. Market fall. When it happened, I told that this is the valid swing high for shifting market structure. After seeing the liquidity taken, I had liquidity taken over there. I had higher time frame PDRA that has been traded here, as well as upper quadrant of that daily, that daily discount week. The best, I just keep saying like that way. Best 22 white model. Here, if I would love to go for this trade, my stop loss has to be below this low, at least below this low, which is not going to refer my entry. My stop loss is not going to support it. At least my stop loss has to be here, which is also not going to support my idea. So I'm not going to push the button. Here is two type of opportunity. If I would love to push the button and keep my stop loss over here by showing the gap only, by covering that gap, I can get stopped out over here. If I do get stopped out here, I will look for this flow. If it is not taken, whenever this market will close above this gap, I'll take re-entry. But as I'm in live streaming, a lot of people will judge me, so I don't want to do that. Instead, I will just let this go. Whoever would love to go for this trade, you guys can go for the trade. I told you to take the partial here, which is 40 handle, and to close your trade until the 50% of the here of the first presented gap. I remember it was kind of 75 and low something. I told him to close it over there. That was the morning session. The way I explained, if I lie to you, just tell me that brother you are lying. Those people who were with me. Then from the 15-minute chart, the next opportunity from the 15-minute chart, when it has built this gap, I write it down like this way: should not be touched. It was written over there, should not be touched. Very specific way. There was a fair value gap. There was a bearish fair value gap, actually last fair value gap. I told that wait for this gap to be traded, wait for some kind of manipulation, wait for this gap to be traded. But remember, it should not be touched. For example, it has been touched. Nobody should close below this constant crossment. Maybe there is a closed body closed below this constant crossment. Nobody should touch the low. It should be open. If it is closed this gap 100%, I'm not bullish anymore. This is a consolidation market or accumulation market or whatever it is. I'm not able to trade this market anymore. It should be unfilled. This gap is the gap which is telling me this is a bullish market. This market is going for that all-time high over here. It is going for that. Only this gap is going to tell me that. I mean, there is another explanation. Why is that? I'm not interested to go for that. Just remember the way I explained it. Okay. Then I was in 1 minute chart. From the 1 minute chart, we were waiting for a setup. Finally, we have seen that. I told that it's not a valid market structure shift. If you have the FOMO, you can go for the trade. I'm not going to take the trade over here because it's not convincing to me. Then I had the market structure shift here, which is also not valid. I asked you guys, should I go for the trade? Some of you told me to let's go for that. Let's go for that. I told that okay, let's see if it can come to this gap within 5 candle. If it doesn't do that, I'm not going to take this trade from the constant enforcement, obviously. So it takes too long to come to this gap. I survived over here. I didn't take that trade over there, and then finally, I told that the same way I showed you at the beginning, the best setup. This is the best order block. So entry should be from that order block. It should be from that order block. Stop loss, you can put it just 2 tick below that order block. You can take a partial around 22 handle. You can close your trade just above this liquidity, but you know your real liquidity is here. That is the real liquidity. Maybe it will go for that liquidity. I'm not sure about that, but if it go over here, so you can hold the trade if you want until here. I have no problem with that. You can hold it until here. I have no problem, but it was a very nice liquidity level to me, so it is the best to close the trade around that area. So that's all I have explained from the beginning. Those guys who are from the beginning, you guys can tell me that if I lied even a single word, if I twisting something over there, if I twist something over there. At the same time, those people are looking for the sell. I just told that please go for the sell. My bias is bullish, so I'm only interested to look for the buy. I don't care about anything else. Okay, at the same time, I talk about the SMT a bit. I'm just not interested to add the SMT. Okay, so finally we had the SMT as well here. So yeah, you guys can confirm that if I lie you anything over there. I'm not interested to lie. I would love to show you that this is my plan. If it work with the plan, I'm able to get my book. If it doesn't work with the plan, if I messed up with my own rules, if I try to take my buy below the new day opening gap, I can get chopped up. No need to avoid that rules. If I say this is the best setup, that most of the time, man, you will get your book. Most of the time, not 100%. I'm not 100% right, but if I ever say that, okay, it's kind of a setup. Maybe we can go for that. Maybe it will work. Maybe something like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's your choice. You would love to go for that trade or not? It's your choice. If I say this is the best setup, You will keep count, okay, keep counting how many times did this work. If I say this is the best, so please confirm if I lie anything over there, okay. No lies have been told. Okay, thank you, FL Trader, for confirming, brother. Can you explain more about order block? Brother, I have done 3 months consecutive lives just to explain the order block. Right now, I'm working with the 22 IT model. 3 months, okay? So 60 days continuously I explained the order block before this 22 IT model. So I'm working with this 22 IT model near about 1 month, not even 1 month, near about 1 month. I would love to stick with the 22 IT model now, as I have already explained the order block. Now, sometimes I see the order block, I can't control myself, I just mark them. Sometimes I just do that, okay, because I can't control myself, okay. The sniper line at 24591 offered 8 handle risk and provided more than 100 handle. That sniper line is another one, another beauty, okay. I need time to talk about the sniper line. You know that, Sujiban. I need time, brother. Uh, just would love to stay away from the sniper line right now because I'm not able to show that in live. So as an hindsight, I have to talk about them. I don't like to talk about the hindsight. Now here explain handle versus tick. Is it the same? One handle is equal 4 tick. One handle is equal 4 tick. Okay, so you can see the price here on my right hand side. Okay, look on my right hand side, 24638.00, 638.25, 1 tick, 50, 2 tick, 75, 3 tick, 39, 4 tick, or 1 handle. So from 38 to 39 is 1 handle, which is divided by 4 tick. Okay, brother? I hope you got it. You're absolutely right. Prices moved as you explained. Thank you, already, for confirming, sister. Uh, and welcome to the community, Ali. Welcome to the community, brother. Guys, if someone join, no, some new people join, please welcome them. I hope that sometimes I miss them. Okay, so you guys please don't miss. If someone said that we are new to your community, welcome to our community or something like that. Okay, just welcome them. Otherwise, these people will think that this guy is just bullshit. He didn't care about us, the new people. Sometimes I miss that trade. Okay, you still here, Marcus? I'm going to actually close it. Thank you, brother FL Trader, for explaining. Thank you. I love it. Okay, if someone asking something, try to explain them. Which candle would you use? The 15-minute water block. I told you guys, if there is something from 15-minute chart, that is better. I mean, that is very clean. If you ask me, this is the water block. That is the water block from 15-minute chart. But remember, water block, the gap is much more powerful than the water block because the water block create by the gap. Okay, so gap is much more important than the water block. And if you ask me here, I would love to see this water block to be traded before going higher. This should be traded. Okay, in my opinion, this should be traded. I'm not sure about that it will be traded or not, but this that should be traded in my opinion. 7 p.m. session, then I'm not sure about the PM session, brother. I'm not. If I come, of course, you'll know that through the Discord. Thank you, Mahdi, for sharing the Discord link, brother. It's absolutely free. If any of you are interested to join our Discord, please join through that link. It's not a scam. You don't need to pay anything over there. You guys can join over there and share your analysis to other people, to us, so that we can all learn together. Okay. Can you share the link of the to the video for the water block? For a This is the best. Please watch it first, then then go for the next water block or next thing. Please watch this water block first and try to mark them at least for 1 or 2 weeks. Keep marking them. Go to the playlist. What the hell? Come on. Go to the playlist. Inside the playlist, come to the study folder. See, this is the study folder. Zero to hero is just a study folder. Go to the study folder. I have all the video here. You guys keep asking me about the market structure shift. This is the market structure shift video. This is the best video for finding the 22 YT model. This is the water block video. We have the breaker block video here. This too is the breaker block video over there. Mitigation block. No, this is the first fair value gap entry, where you don't need the market structure shift. Rejection block, inversion fair value gap. This is all over here. This is the basic. This is the basic. Watch them. Be the master of the basic. Then go for the next area. Welcome all. T2 is the truth. Hey, FL trader. That is too much, brother, for me. I'm new here, brother. I know, Stephen, you are new here from 2 years. You have been new here for 2 years. Thank you, man, for being over here. And I can see that you have changed your profile picture again. Madi, thank you for sharing that link, brother. Thank you so much, brother. You live trading in the live room in Discord? Sometimes, brother. Sometimes when I feel something I have to explain, yeah, I do that. Either I choose Discord live or the members only live. Playlist strategy, water block. Absolutely, Parag. Thank you, brother. So, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave the like before closing the stream. Please make sure that you have pushed the like button. At least make it 100 likes, okay? I don't know why 2 people didn't like. So please make sure that you have pushed the like button. That's all I ask you from. And yeah, of course, remember the $40 50K account if you are interested. We'll see you later. I'm not sure about the PM session. If I see something good, I'll come back. If there is nothing good, I will ask Mahadi to recommend me a movie and I'll watch that movie, okay? Can you tell me why you include only 2 red candle? You have to watch that video. Win. See this red water block video. You will get all of your queries by that 14 minutes. If you can understand my English actually, pronunciation actually, everything is here inside this video, Bill. Just watch this video, brother. Everything what I'm doing over there in this chart, whatever you are seeing, I'm doing in this chart. This is in this folder. Nothing is outside of this folder. Everything is in this folder, study folder. If you need more, then you have to go more playlist. But if you watch them, it's not going to help you. You have to take the notes. You have to observe. Then you have to be master of yourself. Okay. See this London session. It is different. London session. Okay. Trading psychology is different. Algorithm, it's different. Mentorship, I didn't complete that. NQ daily recap. This is the narrative. When and how, which day. I don't talk about the narrative anymore. But every day, every single day, this is inside my mind. Whatever I'm seeing, this is inside of my mind. Which is my target today? What is going to be my bias today? I decided by this narrative. Fair value gap concepts, I have kind of how many video over there? I think I have kind of 16 videos over there where I have explained the fair value gap. This is all about the entry fair value gap, last fair value gap, something like that. Just one thing you are not going to get from this area, just one thing, and that is reaction versus reversal. The thing I told, like here, I talked about here, if you remember, it will be reacted from that that last fair value gap comes this fair value gap. This is called reaction. This is called reversal. It will come to this entry gap. Then now it is the time for reacting. Then the reversal. You are just not going to get this information, reaction versus reversal, in the playlist or anywhere here except the members only live. That is only here, members only live. Okay. Otherwise, that only thing, and the SMT, of course, SMT and that reaction versus reversal, everything is over here. Okay, that was the weekly analysis. How do I do the weekly analysis, daily bias? Everything is pre-market analysis over here, and you can see how beautifully this market works. Exactly the way I expect the market is going to work. Not 100%, but most of the time. 90% of the time, my bias will be right. I promise you, brother. Even if my bias is wrong, I'm able to make a winning trade. If I don't force the market, I will get my winning trade. Remember, don't forget about yesterday's PM session breaker block. Even that is a bearish market, we have framed the bullish breaker block boom, as well as the water block boom, by the way. Okay, so everything is here. You guys see, this is a lot. Just watch this study folder. It will change whole your perspective about the market. This one folder, study folder. But you have to study them. You just can't watch them for watching. It's not going to help you. You have to study them. See how am I studying this? I'm not making any videos about this because I'm studying them. Studying this quadrant level. I'm trying to study them. This is how I study. I don't like to back test. That's why I am doing the forward test. I'm studying them every day with my knowledge, depending on ICT's explanation. I'm trying to study them. This last fair value gap, this 15-minute last fair value gap, you saw that last fair value gap from here. See this last fair value gap here? You have no idea. If you can just mark the last fair value gap, and if you know how to use this last fair value gap, you are already ahead of thousands of the ICT traders. Now I renamed it as a last fair value gap because it is easier for me to explain. Okay, I renamed it. I'm so sorry for that. But there is no name. ICT didn't give any name. So I just give it a name so that I can say this is the last fair value gap. This is the entry fair value gap. Okay, so you will get all of them inside the fair value gap folder. Fair value gap concepts, okay? If I'm not wrong, it's inside the fair value gap concepts. Here, here, see this fair value gap concepts. Look at this macro. Just look at this macro. See this macro. Here I have explained and showed you the entry. Let's go for the macro before closing. I'm sorry, guys. I have the time actually. I'm waiting for Mahadi to show me, to give me some kind of movie's name. Just before closing, I would love to finish with the macro. See this macro folder. If you, this is a 42-minute video. This video contains all the rules about the macro. If you watch this video only, I promise you, brother, you need nothing in this market to be a profitable trader. That is my challenge. If any of you can prove me wrong, I will never trade. This is an open challenge. All you need this 42 minutes video. Now, only one thing is not here in these videos, and that is you have to look for 2 weeks that is not valid. First, last week of August that I didn't mention here, that is the week you should not look for the macro. Second, if there is the kind of not if actually from 16, 17 or 18 December to until second week of the February, that is the area you should not look for the macro. Instead of that, you need nothing. Did you watch this? No, I didn't watch it. When did you mention me that? I'm waiting Neon Wave for Mahdi to give me a movie. I think he has given me already. Mahdi, please give me that to the Discord, because when I'll close it, I'm not able to find it in the find the name. Okay, so please let me show you this. Okay, let's just go one day ago. I'm going to talk about the macro trade. First, 950 to 1010 macro, that is not valid. Why it is not valid? It's actually from today. It is not valid because yesterday we had a news around 9, around 10. Okay, we had a news around 10, so that entry is not valid from yesterday, as we had the news. Yesterday was Wednesday. So come here to the next macro, 1050 to 1110 macro. The first macro is not valid just because we had a news around 11 a.m. Sorry, around 10 a.m. You need both of this chart if you would love to trade the macro. Let's go for the 1050. Now it is hindsight. I will show you the proof. Okay. First market came inside the macro. I don't know if any of you were with me inside around the PM session to justify if I'm lying. You have to look for that when this market came inside the macro, did it clear the liquidity? It can be a swing high, it can be a relatively equal high. So far I remember both of the chart, NQ and ES. So you can see here market has cleared that relatively equal highs for ES. Any kind of market structure shift until 10:15, 11:15 actually is valid. Already you have got a market structure shift here. You have to take the entry from the entry fair value gap, wherever the entry fair value gap is. You have to take that entry. Your entry has to be 1 tick or 2 tick below the entry gap. That is the only thing you have to be careful. Stop loss above the high of this, the liquidity taken. Target is 5 handle. I don't care about risk to reward ratio. 99% of the time you will get your boom. For NQ, there was no entry opportunity, unfortunately. I think there was an, okay, there was one, I don't know. I think there was one. Okay, so this high has cleared this relatively equal highs. That was the market structure shift. That was the entry fair value gap from the, after the market structure shift. That was the entry fair value gap. Entry is over there. Stop loss above that high, which has cleared the liquidity. Target is 20 handle, just 20 handle, not 20 handle 1 ticks, not 19 handle 3 ticks. It has to be just exactly 20 handle, no moving stop loss. That was the first macro. Yesterday was valid. Boom. Let's go to the next macro, which was 150 to 210. Okay, so this is the 150 to 210 macro, around the macro type. Look for the relatively equal lows. Unfortunately, I don't see any relatively equal lows when market actually entered over here inside the macro. So there was no liquidity taken, relatively equal lows, I guess. Yeah. Also, okay, there was a swing low which has been cleared, but there was no market structure shift. Actually, I'm mistaken. Market structure shift as well. Okay, so we had the market structure shift on ES yesterday. Take entry over there, put stop loss below this area, which is the liquidity taken. Target is 5 handle, just 5 handle. You got your boom over there. Second macro yesterday. Look for the third macro, which I marked it in live. Before closing the stream, I marked it. I don't need this chart because we had the opportunity from the NQ actually, so we don't need this chart at all. We have seen that relatively equal highs or a very swing high, which is very good swing high, has been cleared over here, as well as this high has been cleared over here. Then we have found the market structure shift. That was the fair value gap. You have to take the entry from this fair value gap. 2 tick, remember, 1 or 2 tick below this fair value gap. Stop loss is just 1 tick above or 2 tick above this high. Target is 20 handle, just 20 handle, not 1 tick more than 20 handle, not 1 tick less than 20 handle. 20 handle. That was the third macro entry from yesterday. There was 3 macro, 3 boom, 1 from ES, 2 from NQ. 3 macro, 3 boom. Let's come today. Did it work today? Just let come. Okay. First macro is not valid. Why? We have a news around 10. If you watch that video, you will know that. Of course, all the rules, you will know that. So first macro is not valid because there was a news around 10, 10:50. So let's see what happened to the next macro. This is the time where market entered into the macro. I need both of the chart. Remember, I need both of the chart. Okay, here. So market entered into the macro. The first candle, where is it? It is above this high. Look over here. It is above the high. The high is already cleared the buy sell liquidity. A very nice clean buy sell liquidity has been cleared. Do I have the market structure shift? Of course, I have the market structure shift. This is the market structure shift. I don't care about the bias. Where is your fair value gap? This is your fair value gap. Entry from that fair value gap. 1 tick below that fair value gap. Okay, 1 or 2 tick below that fair value gap. So you can actually put it, and stop loss above the high which has cleared the liquidity. Okay, so a bit higher of that liquidity. Target is 5 handle, just 5 handle. I'm not going to take the trade in ES if I have found the trade on what to say, I mean the NQ. Okay, so I'm going to remove it and I'm coming to NQ. What happened when market came here inside the macro? Candle fall, cleared a very nice swing high, gave me the market structure shift over here. This is the market structure shift. Look very closely. Market structure shift is over there. You have to look for your entry fair value gap and last fair value gap. If there is no entry fair value gap and last fair value gap, instead there is just one fair value gap, you have to take the entry from that entry fair value gap. Remember, a bit below of that entry gap. Okay, 2 to 3 tick below. Stop loss has to be above that high, above this high which has cleared the liquidity. Target is 20 handle. I don't care is it 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4, 1, whatever it is, I don't care. All I care, did it give me 20 handle or not? Brother, it is not even 1 is to 1, it is 1 is to 0.5. All I care, how many times I'm going to get the profit. First is here, keep looking for the next and the third. You will see yesterday, 3 opportunity, 3 boom. Today, first opportunity, first boom. Simple, very nice, very beautiful boom. This is called the macro. I'm just giving you the summarize, but all the rules are inside this video. I know it's a 42-minute long video, but it has a lot of explanation here. Okay, so you have to understand those explanation. I go step by step every single day, and this was the last. Okay, so it started from Tuesday. See here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 October. I mean, sorry, the Monday, 2 October. I kept that number as well here because I was in live. Go back to my live streaming, check the 2 October price action 1 year ago, where I framed the what to say, the macro trade in live, where we had 8 winning, no losing, not even a single day there was a losing trade. There was 8 opportunity by 5 days, all of them are winning trade. So either it will be 100 handle, if you go for 100 handle, all of them are the losing trade. So just for checking that, you can think that, oh, okay, everyone can talk about the hindsight. That is because I have made the videos as a hindsight, I had to do that, but I did it in live first, then I made the video, so you guys can check them. If you are confused, I don't tell a lie. That's the first thing. Whatever I showed it here, I did it at first in live, like you are seeing right now, and then I have made these videos. I kept them for later users, those people who are interested about the macro. This is the best way to trade the macro. No fair value gap, no need to understand the price action, no need to look for the bias, no need to understand the price, like the, what to say, I mean, the higher time frame period, lower time frame, nothing at all. All you need to look for is 42 minutes video. And it's not complicated. Very easy. I make the ICT concepts easier to understand. Just easier to understand, okay? So thank you guys. It's a long talk actually. I'm so sorry for that big talking. Limitless, I have already watched that. It was an awesome movie. But thank you so much, brother, for saying that, FL Trader. Anybody has any question? If you have, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to close the trade. I'm sorry, going to close the session. Wow, 11,162 subscriber. I got near about 10 subscriber this morning. Awesome. Hey Madhi, thank you so much, brother. I don't think so anybody has any question. Have a good race. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you, FL Trader. Thank you, Suzivan. So see you guys. Not sure about the PM session, but at least tomorrow. Okay. So see you guys. Bye bye.